Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the after show. What the hell did I get myself into? My God. You go out one day to have a couple of drinks with a guy. You come back and the whole thing just blows up. Well, let's find out from the panel. What the hell did I miss? So that's Stefano here. Ali, REG. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Ready?
What the fuck was that about, man?
I have
Tim,
no clue.
how many times did I try to break him out of it? Come on, be the bigger-hearted guy, blah, blah, blah. The Fiker was on a rant, man. You're fired, you're fired.
Was there something that I missed? I was out drinking with...
Well, I think he's jealous. He never gave him a commission. He taught him everything, but that was one hell of an exit. Yeah. Mad respect, mad class.
Yeah. Did he get a job? Did Marco get a job? Is it locked in?
We don't know, but he's just ranting on.
Oh, it is?
Nico said that in his live stream that they intended to extend him a very good offer, that he interviewed very well with Nico's right-hand man. So there are still the formalities, of course. They did mention Belfast, so it sounds like it is kind of a relocation thing.
Yeah.
Marco definitely spoke as though after Nico had said that he was a Pride and Pin employee, but there's always formalities and offers have to be made. And
Marco doesn't pass the background check.
That'd be fantastic.
Turns out he's got a bunch of DUIs that he hasn't told us. It's a joke. I'm kidding.
If there's a background check that Marco has to pass, he's going to pass it with flying colors.
I think Archie...
The UK requires it, but it's nothing for Marco.
Yeah, unless he has a criminal record or something really crazy going on. I mean,
that he's hiding.
Yeah.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah, something going on.
Oh, we're Canadian. We can get him a, what do they call it? A pardon. A pardon.
It still won't. Yeah, sometimes it won't help. But the only thing they need to be careful of, or the only thing that, and I'm sure Nico knows what he's doing here, needs to word it in a way that, he's exceptional at what he does, and it's hard to find that talent in the world, which is in this case is very true. Yes. So I don't think that's a big stretch. In other cases, I've seen it where it's like, really, you can't find someone local, and they're stretching it. In this case, this isn't a stretch.
No,
but it's either that, a criminal record, or if the UK just gets crazy, decides to lock down immigration, which I don't see them doing given the state of the country.
I mean, again, he's got to graduate in December, right? We've got almost half, well, not quite half a year left. This will be
after Christmas and New Year's.
And there's going to be transition. Like if he does move to Belfast, that's a big deal, right?
It is a huge deal.
Yeah. Temporary housing and learning the ropes, opening bank accounts, like all those things take time. Right. But on the live stream today, Nico did say they intend to extend him an offer.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wow. Yeah, I've been completely dark today, just so I haven't heard any of this. So I'm really happy to hear that. That's really great.
Nico messaged me that he will be going live. I was in the city. If you guys watched my video,
you were drinking.
Huh?
You were drinking.
Oh, well, yeah, I was drinking, but before that, I stopped by an AD. I stopped by Tourneau, and they had Rolexes for display purposes only.
Yep.
And there was a couple choosing. They were like, there was like a husband and wife, and they were like a little bit on the older side. And they were choosing between like Pepsi and the Batman. They're like discussing which color to get. And I'm like, guys, it says right there, it's a little small sign that it's a display purposes only.
Crazy.
It was a disaster.
So did I don't think I showed you, Tim. See, I'm not being a 12th rate celebrity. I'm not good enough to get the Rolex catalog. Wow. They did the Tudor one.
You know how hard it is to get that, Ari? Very hard.
No, it was
very hard.
Yeah, so it's a nice catalog. Actually, they have some nice stuff, but man, they're slim pickings at the AD. Slim pickings.
Lady
nothing.
Date with diamond dials.
Ladies Date just with exactly that. They had Tudors on display, but they didn't have stock they were willing to sell. Like, it was crazy how little stock they had. And she was super nice to me, but it was really, really pathetic.
What?
Mark says, yes, Marco was just being classy.
Classy, I'm assuming.
Oh, classy. Yeah. Classy. Archie was being a prick, and Marco handled it well. Yeah, I mean that was. I don't know. Are they? That's it. I'm gonna.
Even Archie said,
Anyways,
"Now that's class."
yeah. I just I don't know. I don't know if that's. I'm gonna have to talk to Marco later off air.
Yeah. I
To see.
appreciate people passing me the
Yeah.
time index for the Marco specific thing in the Archie stream.
Yeah.
I will watch that because I'm curious how that went down. No interest in
Yeah.
watching anything else in the stream, but I will watch that.
Can you
Oh yeah, we got to
if you get that, can you put that in private chat so I can see that too?
I will watch that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's actually someone posted it publicly for me. It's 1 hour 21 minutes 38 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
SB reminding everybody to please upvote.
Oh yes, of course.
It looks like it was an attack. Probably plastic as always. Creating his 100 accounts. It was funny how Archie thought Tim was the snake when Tim is actually cool.
Guys, let's stop the personal attacks. You know,
Mossy.
Yeah.
That's the guy. The couple, Mossy and Mary, that took me out for some drinks. We had a lot of talk.
He was wearing a panda, wasn't he?
So that was my panda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was wearing 3861. It's actually quite a quality piece. I was surprised. We had the same wrist size, so I could put it on and kind of feel it. You know what? It's like it's the size. It's a 42 size. It's a big size, but the bracelet is kind of 36 millimeter Explorer 1.
Interesting.
The taper is thin, and it's quite comfortable. I was shocked. SB says Tim is the best streamer. Upvote and support. By the way, I don't know how good I'm gonna be today. I'm just using this tiny little mouse because my real mouse died yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm just
stopped working, or is the
battery? No,
battery?
that's it. It's like 5 years old. It stopped. It doesn't connect anymore.
You got your monies out of it. Just get another one.
Yeah, exactly. I got now there's a new one that's way better. So I'm just gonna upgrade.
By the way, they're shipping your box tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. We'll do an unboxing. I'll make a
sweet.
video.
Sweet.
Rigby, wow, is Marco really gone from Archie's show for good, or was it a part of the script?
No,
I don't know. These writers, you never know. I mean, the script has been crazy lately. So
I've been up nights writing for this, so it's been pretty crazy. Wait till you see what happens next, everyone. Wait till you see what happens next.
Ari, thank you
for on the next Seinfeld episode.
Yes, exactly.
You're quite a character. West P, I've only been watching WatchTube for about 2 to 3 years, maybe. It didn't take me long to realize that AC3 channel just wasn't for me. I didn't make a fuss or call anyone names.
Exactly.
Hey, West P, you're cool. Thank you.
Different strokes for different folks, right?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's not for everyone. The drama, it burns you out. Oh my god, there's too many chats. I'm gonna skip to Boba Hotep. Boba Hotep, $5 super chat. Archie is still incredibly bitter about the 20,000 Marco got during his birthday stream, and the new job offer from Nico. That was petty individual. Yeah, Archie. His personality. It's very jealous. Like he cannot when other people succeed, and also like that was I think when Marco got the 20,000, I thought he took it pretty well, but then when Rolex got 1,000, that was a disaster. It
had to jump on. Sorry, I'm eating right now, but yeah, I had to jump on for that part.
Take your time. You're gonna need your energy for the after show. After show.
You go to bed at 9. What after show?
It's gonna be the burning the midnight oil.
Motherfucker.
And Deacon, $5. Thank you so much. Eat the dog food. Whoa, chew down with. Ooh, that's nasty. What's up with that? Hey, I'll take the money, but What did you say to him?
Wait. I didn't say nothing to him.
Nothing.
Oh. We need to, guys, the moderators are working full time in the chat here. Let's stop with the personal attacks on people. You don't have to agree with them, Like, let's, be it Archie, be it Tim, be it Marco, be it anybody. we can stop with the personal attacks.
Why don't we? So, Tim, may I suggest a complete topic change for the moment after you do the next super chat?
Yes, Mossy, I love Maldives. I love
do too.
Maldives, and I love Maldives, guys. Yes, Ari. Oh, Ari. Yes, I got your email. First of all, let me tell you about the email. I'm really excited. Oh, Ali, sorry, Ali. I got your email. We're gonna talk. Yes, what do you want to talk about?
So on Nico's live stream, and I got in on this like right when this was happening, and he called me live on air because I tried to guilt him into it. He is going to buy a Zodiac, and he had never heard of the mark before. He's buying the Zodiac and Liberty London collab, and I'm curious if you could pull that up, right? And this stream talk about that a little bit, because there were a massive amount of mixed feelings on Nico's stream about it.
I already reached out to Ben.
Yeah, I know Stefano was going to work out a deal.
Let me just show you something. I misspelled it a little bit, and it's got auto-corrected. Let me just show you what popped up, because I put in Liberty Island Zodiac.
No, Zodiac Seawolf. That's all you got to put.
Let me just show you what happened when I put that in. There you go. And that's it was a little bit misspelled. 1 second. Liberty Island Zodiac.
Private chat for you.
Oh. Thank you. That's better. Interesting. Here we go.
See this? So I did poke in just for a second, and I did see this, and I like the purple. I actually really like the purple. I think it goes.
Nice.
I've seen this one. I've seen it.
And Nico said he will wear it at every single live stream.
Here we go. Let me just answer this one. Brian BK, where's my portrait, Tim? Brian, I'll give you my number. Please just bring your portrait to my what's it called? By my house, and I'll set it up for you. Please, okay? Brian, if you want my number, just contact me. Okay? All right, here we go.
Nico said he loves Jubilee, even though there's not Jubilee, but it looks like Jubilee.
It kind of does.
And he said 40 mils I'm going to buy, but I'm afraid it's 42. As soon as Marco says 40, I got to do it. He said.
Wow.
He said he promised.
Yes.
There's not that many purple
watches. Then he called me
there.
before he called you. He called me. He was putting it. He called me private, and I'm like, he goes, "You know Ben?" I go, "Yeah, I know Benjamin." So no problem. I'll get you at least. Anyway, I'm gonna reach out to him personally and call him, not just the email I sent him.
MJT, all good danger. Archie, to be fair, did try to help Marco. Could get his watch first, but in reality, if the Pepsi came first, I would have got it. All water under the bridge now. I have left that AD. There you go, guys. Now you know.
I don't even know what that means, but okay. I guess you had to be there.
Yeah, you have to be there. You have to be watching for 10 months to understand that reference. And actually, now I know the brand. It's very actually.
It's
you know what? The
old.
Zodiac gives me the Zin feel.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
It's been around, I think, from the late 1800s. Where does it start? I must say it somewhere.
Now, Ali, you want to tell us something a little bit about this watch?
I know very little about the watch, or only what I heard them talk about. I just wanted to turn the topic towards watches.
Yeah.
And I thought this was a good opening spot, since it was a controversial choice on Nico's channel, with people varying from it's complete garbage to I love it. I've seen a lot of Seawolves out in the wild, actually. I've never owned one.
Think this is a great watch. I think this is wonderful. Like, I mean, is it fine horology? No, but it's a decent functional watch. Yeah, it has a nice flair to it. I would totally rock this.
Every time I see a Zodiac watch, I always think about the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah,
am I the only one?
That came up on the stream too. Like,
Zodiac, the film, killer, the serial killer.
Yeah, one of the suspects
in California.
Apparently, one of the suspects, or one of the main suspects for the Zodiac Killer, actually wore a Zodiac watch. What? And the Zodiac watch was featured in one of the Zodiac movies.
Well, that's streaming on Netflix now.
Yeah, that's where he got the symbol from, wasn't it? He got it from this watch, right? Or no?
That's one of the theories.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh wow!
if you're in California, I understand why this might hit home a little closer.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that.
I mean, other than that, there was the talk Marco had brought up that it was a tag brand until like the 90s, and then it had gone bankrupt, and then Fossil picked it up, so it's a Fossil brand today.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
And there was really not. I mean, most of the talk was, could he rock it? He put on this kind of pink suit that Marco called burgundy.
Jacket.
But
the watch is weird because it has pink lume. When he just showed us before, the lume is pink. That's weird. Look at that. That's a bit weird. And the hour and the hour and the minute. Wow.
I actually kind of like that. I mean, maybe it's a bit too different in terms of their colors, but I do like it when there's a slight color differential between the hour and the minute hand. It just improves readability a little bit.
It does.
And I like the lume dot being a different color as well. I think that's a neat design choice.
I also like the crown. The crown. I wish there was a little bit of
it's
close-up,
more rounded,
it is,
scallop like a brightening crown.
right?
I don't like those crowns. I don't like those rounded crowns.
There's something about it that looks kind. The cool thing about this rounded part is that it will not catch on like clothing. But when you get your fingers around it, there's still grip on it. So
I'll tell you why I don't like that. And I think this is a very like biology thing. So I have to wear my watches. If I want to wear them at 8 inches, I have to wear them on like straight on the wrist bone, right?
Yes.
So then the crown, any protrusion, any additional shape to the crown continues to poke into my hand. If I wear them behind the wrist bone, I got to size it to 8 1/4 inch and 8 1/2 inch. And like to do that with my Royal Oak, that's an additional $400 or $500 because you have to buy the extra link and then hope it matches properly and stuff like that. So I'm not a big fan of those rounded crowns for that reason. That's just probably for that reason. I'm not sure. I don't like the aesthetic either, but probably for that reason.
It even has a quick release for the bracelet and strap changes.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And
I like the color.
Like it's
I like the color.
I get why someone wouldn't like this. I get it. I happen to be in the like category for this.
Yeah,
I think this is cool.
Yeah,
and
purple is not everybody's color. But people who love purple, they only wear purple.
Who?
I have a purple dress shirt that I wear, and this would match it.
I like purple, mauve.
I also think that people like actually should try colors, like just completely clashing watch colors. I think it works. Part of it may be your environment, but like, I'm wearing the pink squale right now. I was wearing the Vermont this morning.
Wait, let me bring it up. Oh, salmon dial squale, guys.
The Rosa, right? No, it's pink. It's proper pink. The Rosa, right? And I will wear that with all sorts of different attire, including dinner attire, and it just works because if you do a bright color right, like if it's not too pastel, it just works with anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I wear pink shirts. I have no issue with my masculinity. I love colors. Purple I like. I just surprised they did a pink lume.
I don't think that lume will hold up. Those off-color looms always.
Yeah, that's gonna fail.
I would agree with that. I do.
In no time.
You got to know.
What do you guys think about this one? There's a GMT.
Oh wow!
You know what? That's really nice too. Damn it.
That is really nice. And I've never heard anything bad about the quality. I mean, there's a lot of them in the wild down here, and I don't actually know why.
London.
There's so many of them on my area, but I've seen plenty of them. I mean, they're inexpensive, but I haven't seen them sold locally, so people must be ordering them.
It actually looks good on the Zebra NATO.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It picks up.
Sure.
It pops.
Yeah, and there's some, you can see that there's some quality to this watch. Maybe it's just really good photography, but
they
for
look
the
good
price,
in person. They look in person.
Yeah, and you can't. They got their own typography. It wouldn't be so easy for them to make copy the Rolex hand, but they kind of got their own thing going with this kind of snowflake markers and
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
Colors,
I mean, the markers aren't great. I'll be open. The thick silver markers, they're not great for me, but it's the rest of it I do like.
Second.
Yeah, the purple and black is a nice combination, actually, like on the on the bezel.
I actually think I like the other one, the one that Nico was looking at, a little bit better than this one. This one,
overall, I agree with you. Overall, I agree with that sentiment. It's just that I do like the purple and black and the bezel, the way they kind of come together. I thought it was kind of cool.
Well, also here, this is an amazing kind of proposition. For $1,500, you get a watch on 3 straps. You know what I mean?
I'm looking at this right now. This looks really good.
Yeah, you get 3 straps. You get the rubber, the leather, and the steel bracelet.
Yep.
That's quite an incredible. You know, it was almost like a take on the modern, like what all these Vacheron, right? They're doing this now.
Yeah,
Vacheron. Well, hold on. Don't ever mention Vacheron.
No, I'm just saying that the fact that they're giving you options to put your they sell you a watch with 3 options, right? And also like IWC, we saw IWC do easy change. Everyone is coming out with
quick change.
Yeah, the quick change.
The same thing Cartier. The XL. The Santos are quick change now.
Mm-hmm. And also, you know, you might disagree, but I think with Rolex now selling an additional bracelet, you can choose Jubilee or Oyster for your Pepsi or the GMT, you know, for the Pepsi or the Batman.
Yeah.
It is called also a kind of their take on giving people a little bit more options. It's not like they're not giving you Oyster Flex for your GMT Master 2.
I don't think they'll sell you a bracelet that doesn't come with the Rolex.
The thing is, right? And you can, you know, Hodinkee, I think, sells this for $1,400 or $1,450 US, right?
Yeah.
And people are talking about a couple stores have 15%, 25% discount. So you can get this for half that price, right? But what's not interesting, but one of the things I'd like people to recognize is that most people who buy a watch, who even become watch like people, right? They get into watches, they will never have the money, right, to go buy a date just or anything like that, right?
Absolutely.
So the $1,000 price range, a lot of people, I mean, on this stream, we would call it a low cost watch. It's really not a low cost watch, right?
It's not.
And if they are quality, and I don't know if the Zodiacs are quality, but I know a lot of other between $550 and $1,500 watches are good quality watches. They will last for years. They could be serviced easily because they have ETA or Solita movements, right? They're clean. They're manufactured well. And people will wear these watches every day, and they'll have, you know, they can get 2 or 3 of them over the course of a few years. We should really embrace that. I think it's a nice thing to have.
Of course.
In the market. I mean, you know, I'm wearing a bloody Squale right now, right? And I have the price difference between my Squale and my 15500 is it's a 40 times price difference.
Yeah, you got a Squale and the 15500. That's quite a gap in between those 2 watches.
Yeah, and I've got a 4500 Vacheron coming in, so like another big gap. But I like these. I have a Fair Crooms. You know, micro brand. I just like them. They're nice watches, and they allow you to add a lot of color variety and style variety.
Yeah. For
a very reasonable price point. You can also share them with people. Like I've done that. Like friends who got into watches, I've gifted them those type of watches.
The Squale and the Zodiac. Am I on the right channel? Hey, we're just just looking at something that Nico actually purchased one of these.
Yeah.
And look, we're just trying to be a little bit open-minded here. Just taking a look at, because there's not much in Rolex. I was at the Rolex AD. They had stuff just for display purposes only. So
same here. AD was all display purposes, and even what they displayed was garbage. Like it really wasn't very nice.
So if anybody who's watching is in the Orlando region or going to the Magic Kingdom, the Disney World Orlando region, I think it's called the Millennium Mall. There's an AD there that carries a lot of high-end brands. They always tend to have some stock and they always will sell to anybody if they have the stock. It's the only place I've been to in the U.S. that is that way, and I think it's just because it's that close.
Which JV is it?
I'll look up the name for you. I can't remember the.
That's interesting. Yeah. And so, to Toyotamo's point, absolutely. We're here to talk about higher end watches, but there's something to be said for creating for talking a little bit about those, maybe some other the more affordable watches that are important and that bring people in and that make it accessible to other people here. Because again, to my parents and to my wife, they think the ultra expensive watch is $1,000. They think that's ultra ridiculous expensive. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
A lot of people don't know that Rolex costs like 10,000. They think it's like they think it's like 2,000 maximum.
I tell my wife I'm wearing basically a peasant grade Rolex watch when you look at the range of Rolex watches available, right? Just again, I'm joking with her, but I'm just saying, like, look, this is on the cheaper end here.
That's the cheapest they get.
Yeah. I mean, like smooth bezel Oyster Datejust 41. I mean, you can get cheaper, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to make a point to her, and she can't believe it. She's completely astounded by that.
So, Stefano, it's the mall at Millennia, and there's a Rolex boutique, and there's a Mayors, and there's one other in the mall. And
there's more than one Rolex dealer?
There's the Rolex boutique itself. And then
Mayors is
there, and there's one other one which the names escape me right now that I've been there that has Tudor at least. It may not have Rolex, but the somebody said in the comments it's a Mayors boutique. So, but that is if they have them, if they're in stock, they'll sell them to anybody who walks in, and they will ship them anywhere. And I think that's just because they have the sheer number of tourists, right, who come through. I would be. If anybody, and that area is like an hour away from me, so I go there regularly with my daughter anyway. But I stop by there regularly, and when they have them, they're not particularly like stingy.
I gotta say, I'm gonna comment on this thing because M3 Carlina says I like the $500 Liberty Moon watch. Looks very expensive. It does look expensive, but. Whoops! I would stay away.
What's with the extension drops by the? Oh my goodness! By between the lugs, they look like the Bethune.
Yeah, it is.
I find that a little quirky, but
it's its own unique identity, right? In some way,
love first and foremost.
Oh, wait a minute! It's Liberty. What's
that's the collab with Zodiac.
So
it's a Liberty. It's a Zodiac Liberty. See, Liberty of London collab.
Oh,
you'll see it also in the beach picture, and you'll see it in the back of this. If you
yes,
the case,
it's on the back of the case. Wait, where's the back of the case? Here it is.
There
we go.
See, Liberty London.
Liberty
edition.
Very cool. I gotta say, look, I know the Zodiac brand. It's at least it's known in the in the wristwatch communities. That carries some.
It's very old
with it. Yeah.
It's late 18. Let me look it up. I can swear it's late 1800s.
Yeah, I think somebody said 1880 in one of the articles they pulled up.
Yeah. So, look, I'm definitely, you know what? Like, I do have to read in on this stuff, and it's kind of cool. Like, sometimes it's cool to.
Mark goes down on this watch, by the way. I saw Mark
he likes it.
In the chat. He's no. He is not happy with this.
He's not happy with this.
Don't do it. Don't do it. He kept telling me.
Well, no, I mean, I also said don't do it because regardless, let's say you get it even half price. If Nico's trying to buy a house, let's say you get it at $750 US. $750 US will fix your plumbing in a bathroom. Will get you a nice, replacement water filter under the kitchen sink. You can do a lot with the $750 US.
1882, guys. Swiss made, founded 1882. They're big in Europe and Asia. I never saw one in North America, but they're huge in Europe, in Italy, and Greece, and Spain, and Portugal, and all over Hong Kong. All the little dealers that can't get the high-end brands, they carry this and many other brands like this. They carry Sector. You ever hear of Sector?
Yeah, I've heard of Sector.
Even a third the price of this. And they look nice. Actually, I ordered like 20 or 30 of them just to have as giveaways for the shop. I should be getting that crate soon.
Oh, the watch cardinal is in the chat says, "Thank you again for setting the record straight, MJT. Much appreciated."
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Hop on. Let's hear what the news are. That would
What did
be.
MJT say exactly? I'm not.
He paid 150. 150 was it? 140? How much was it, Tim?
I think it was the reference, Ari, to the earlier chat that he put in here, which was something about the Batgirl or the Bruce Wayne, right? That Marco got. There was some discussion about like the source and involvement Archie had in that, and I think that's what MJT was referring to, because I remember that from a prior.
You're right. I mean, it was MJT that did that. It was
to apologize.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Who was it? Somebody said Marco gave Archie 100.
Yeah, he gave 100.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
and he
did Archie 100 to drop the top, kind of just.
And he wished him well.
Yeah, because Archie, he will not. The thing is with Archie is quite dangerous, because if you leave, like if you actually want to leave, he will not. He will just continue monetizing you until the end of death.
Oh yeah, of course. He'll suck you dry and spit you out.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing. Like a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes, but it's not for everyone. It is pretty vicious. Yeah, that's the truth. And like Archie is actually pretty honest with, like, if you've seen that plastic video, they say they lay it out the way they actually see it. But a lot of people sometimes, like, because they mix it up with jokes and humor, and sometimes you miss. It's overshadowed. You don't know what truth and what the reality is. So
maybe they do it on purpose to mislead you.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I don't even know who this plastic guy is, but all I hear is about everybody saying he's toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we got a good community here. MJT is a freaking legend.
Yeah. Very good to Marco.
Can we discuss exhibition only pieces that are in cases? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it in a couple of seconds. Let's see here. Toyota, what the hell did you miss? My God, too much.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I walked into. I just wanted to go and have a good day out.
He kept throwing Tim off today.
Yeah,
I missed it.
Took away his wrench and everything. By the way,
holy fuck. Yeah, Archie took my wrench. So
what is that? What's a wrench?
Wrench is
your mod privileges.
Oh. You're like a moderator. You can ban people. You can delete chats. You can do all kinds of things in the chat. So he took that off from me. Uber Chaliwa, $20. Zodiac was a good brand, notable even before the serial killer broke them in the 70s. It's a Phoenix brand now. They top tier of Fossil Inc. with a Fossil movements and just okay construction and exterior finishing. Interesting. So they're part of like the Fossil. Well, actually, Fossil. They're not like. They're probably the best supermarket brand, or like not the supermarket, but like the best. If I go into Macy's, right?
Retail consumer brand.
Consumer brand. They're the best consumer brand. Way better than MVMT, all that. Like MVMT sells at the same price as the Fossil, and Fossil just destroys it.
Fossil is much better. If you're going to compare those retail everyday brands, that Fossil is head over heels better. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I see a lot of junk on the train. Fossil, they're probably one of the best. Like if you want to buy your gardener a watch, you can't go wrong with Fossil. And people know Fossil.
Because of Macy's.
Yeah.
Because of the Bay over here.
Yeah.
The
Bay in Canada are one of the major department stores. Like they just spruik Fossil. Right? Yeah, Hudson Bay spruiks Fossil like whole half a floor, like ridiculous amounts of stuff. Yeah.
With advertising banners and this and that. I mean,
unbelievable. I got to give them credit for the marketing.
Yeah. So just one more comment about this one is that, so I'm looking here at the features, right? So we got a 40 millimeter case.
Yeah,
with 13 millimeters
that's
thickness.
thick. That's chunky.
13?
Yeah.
Um,
No, I mean for that watch it is.
for that watch.
For 40 millimeters, I would assume it is.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's not that bad
Crystal?
actually. So Tudor Black Bay GMT is 14. So this is a little bit
All
thinner.
right,
Yeah.
a smidgen.
Yeah, just a smidgen. And the power
Sapphire
reserve is
crystal?
44 hours. It's not the worst I've seen.
Screw down
So,
crown.
yeah. Screw down crown, 200-meter water resistance. I would have to hold it in my head. In my hand. I'm
To
sorry,
see
I'm
the
still drunk.
quality. And don't
Oh
forget,
my
made
god.
by the lowest bidder
ER.
in China.
ER $100 super chat. Hello. Congratulations to Marco. Much respect to my boys, Tim, Marco, and JJ. I think I will need to get back into my Facebook. Much less drama.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I think
ER.
that Facebook is less toxic. Think
Oh,
about that.
very less.
Think about that. Yeah.
Oh, she's so
Because
funny.
there's no live stream in Facebook. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, there is. It's still less
Mm.
toxic.
Hey
there's
ER,
live
we
stream
love
in
you.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Where? I've never
Hmm.
seen it.
You can live stream from your page on Facebook. You can go live.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm. I like how, oh my god, she has some sense of humor. She's so good. I mean, yeah, you didn't join at the good moment. I gotta be honest. There were better times. We were through better times. We were through much worse of times, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the community is strong, and we'll try to do our best. And my God, they don't worry, Facebook is full of crazies too. I love the watch community. Have been part of it for many years, but sometimes we all need to move on. That's so true. It's so true. My hope is to make it a little bit less toxic, a little bit less dramatic. And I think like that's part of the reason a lot of people join the after shows and the pre-shows, because there's way less drama. But these shows are affected by the pre and the circus, I guess, or the main event. But we'll try to make you proud. Shit about the old crew is coming back is beyond me. I hope it's not true.
He's not.
That's-
He's not. He said
Yeah.
he wasn't.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
I hope it's just for ratings. If he's just trying to do something, just I'm gonna have to talk to him. I think today is too late. I'm way too
So
drunk. I'm gonna have
before
to
we
talk
go
to
down
him.
this rabbit hole
Yeah.
even further,
Mm.
is there a watch anybody would like to discuss? Because
Yes.
I don't have enough Tums to revisit Archie on a daily basis.
Yes.
Let's
Let's
watch I want to
you
discuss.
know what? Let me actually. So, I think when it comes to the Zodiac, it's pretty freaking cool. I would need to see it in my hand in order to give it. Well, in the pictures, it looks freaking amazing.
Why didn't you see that beside Hondiki, is anybody else selling in the States?
No, I just checked. I checked
No.
the eBay
So
and
he
I
has
checked
an
the Chrono
exclusivity.
24. It's nowhere to be found. So
Swiss made. I love when they say Swiss made, but it's made by the lowest bidder in China.
Oh yeah,
The
it's
movement
Swiss
makes
made
Swiss,
at
but the rest is
60%
not.
of it. Exactly 60% as
Yes.
as
On the
required by
nose.
law.
On the
By
nose.
law.
Yeah, and
on the nose.
not a
God
percent
forbid.
figure.
God forbid another screw was made in Swiss made. I know.
Toyota Mo,
Big
$5.
G.
If I see Archie's old toxic crew on the show, I am out. I will stand by. We're gonna have to fight, because I hope it's joke. Toyota Mo, I hope to talk to you. Maybe you can email me. Let's talk. Uba Chiliwa, $10. Seriously, the serial killer ended this brand. He was obsessed with the Zodiac. Damn, that sucks. for the Zodiac brand, and I had no idea. I mean I kind of thought that it would there would be some relationship, but never did I think. By the way, look at this.
Young
Ooh,
Hounds.
Glashütte.
Oh yeah,
Has
Archie was
just
saying he doesn't like Glashütte.
it looks
Which
like
to
they
me, it
just
looks
came
like
out
a
with the green
Langa.
dial.
Langa 1.
Hmm.
Uba Chiliwa, thank you for your super chat. What do you think? This is like a poor man's Langa 1?
Well, not I
Yeah.
wouldn't say poor because they're not that cheap.
No, and that's the problem. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem with that mark is that
Glashütte
all their
has,
designs are
more than
Langa,
one.
but they are way beyond like homage prices, right?
Oh yeah.
They need to add some variety because, and I don't know. I mean, historically, maybe they've always had this design and Langa knocked them off, but I doubt it, right? So that's they're nice looking watches, but I can't get that out of my head. It feels like I'm it's like if you pay twice as much for a Tudor.
Yeah.
Well, this is a little more higher.
This is about 20 key.
No, I'm saying the
20K?
feeling of it. No, the feeling of like the design is like if you pay twice as much for a Tudor. It's like, well, hold on.
Have you ever been to Switzerland? Have you been to Glashütte in Germany? They're just a few blocks away. You can walk from one factory to the other, literally.
Oh.
But there's another brand. The Glashütte owns a lower line. I forget the name of it.
Even lower than the Glashütte?
The Glashütte has a lower line.
I thought
it's not Glashütte original. It's an Mule. Glashütte Mule. I forget what they call it.
I have a question. Like, so I always thought that before the war, Glashütte and Lange, they had some kind of a similar relationship that, like, what's it called? Like almost the Seiko and the Grand Seiko had, because their design language is so similar. Wasn't there like they had some kind of relationship? That's from my understanding. And then when the war happened,
collab?
I don't even think it was a collab. I think it was they were part of the same like company or something.
No.
No?
No.
Huh. Because they're so similar. I mean, it's just crazy. Look at that. What do you think about this green dial? That's beautiful.
And I admit I am picky with my green dials, and this isn't bad. I'm sorry, that's high praise. That's high praise for me because I'm really critical of green. This is actually not bad.
I don't think green has the lasting power that blue does by like even.
I would agree with that. I would agree with you there.
But it is a nice green dial. You've got some super chats, Tim.
Yes. Woody Jag, 5 pounds, guys. I have a reverser, but can I have your thoughts on JLC? Let's see here.
JLC.
The wider case.
Yeah.
Reverse.
But for me, they're tiny, even the extra large.
Oh my god. It's their chronograph. Yes. Am I crazy?
Well, they offer with different complications. It's just a larger
case. The wider.
So like a not even grand, it's beyond grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beyond grand.
Yeah. It's Meisterstück.
I have seen one of these in person. It was being worn by a woman, which is not like I think it was her husband's, but it was
dude.
surprisingly nice.
Are you assuming gender right now? Wow, man. So uncool of you.
It was actually surprisingly nice. I wasn't sure. Like, one, I didn't initially finger it as a JLC. And then I admittedly actually looked it up on my phone because I was like, well, is this some sort of strange, rep time type of thing? It was surprisingly nice. It looked nice. The bracelet on it was nice.
You know what? It looks like a more sportier JLC. Almost like
it's like a sportier large tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. I agree with that. I actually, it's not my style, but I actually like it.
I prefer this over the big tanks for sure.
Yeah, I want to see this on the leather strap. I think it would wear better. I'm not a fan of the metal bracelets on the reverse. I think it just it doesn't work with this square case.
It's not as classy.
Yeah, it has to be on the
Well,
rubber. Rubber probably would look
That's
amazing.
the thing, though. It's supposed to be a reverso sports watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And admittingly, I know a lot of people, including myself, like 10 years ago, would have loved a reverso sports watch.
Yeah. You see,
Really?
it just looks too big. On this guy has a tiny wrist, and that's just
Well, yeah.
way too big. It has to be for
Way
bigger.
too
I
big.
think, like Ali, I think maybe, like you said, you have big wrists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Archie, he has like 8. He said like 8 or 9 inches. So like on the
He's
bigger
not
wrist, I
9.
think it would look more balanced because this is skinny. It would look really bad. It would like it almost looks like a handcuff a little bit.
You know, the
It looks like
9-inch wrist, the 9 inches average wrist was Kelly's husband, Peter.
Yeah.
Whoa,
This
really?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
Jesus.
9-inch wrist.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, this looks like a Dick Tracy watch. You know, the way that looks on
there
the
you
wrist.
go.
A little bit like a Dick Tracy watch.
Yeah. You're going to go solve the Black Dahlia murder when you're wearing it?
Yes, exactly.
Thoughts on
Well
Patek
done.
Philippe 5450p? Wait, what is it?
That
5450.
the 5650 is beautiful.
Oh wait, 5450p is this one.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
on the calendar.
What color of dial is that?
Salmon. Creamy
Salmon.
salmon.
Yeah.
I thought it was pea soup, but
It's platinum, right? That's P for platinum.
Pea soup.
Yeah,
Pea
Pea
platinum.
green.
pea
I
soup.
like it.
That's what we call it. Pea soup.
Platinum.
It's I think they're pretty cheap still because it's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
It's 39 millimeter in size. I think. Let's actually.
Can you
bring
see if
this
you can
up.
find a better picture? Because,
Yeah.
and the reason I'm asking, if that is the dial color, like, I would say that it is salmon, but I would say it is like discount salmon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. the
Discount
color is
salmon.
not-
What does discount salmon mean?
It's shrimp.
The
I
cheap
call it
and
more
nasty
shrimp.
one that you get at the.
It's
At
the
the
salmon
end of
at
the
the
day.
grocery store that like it's been there
It's
and
like-
they've added the
yeah.
extra colorings, but the colorings are starting to fade. The chemical colorings, right?
Yeah.
Also, it's like really pink. Is what
Well,
you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's just not exactly
Like,
like.
salmon isn't this pink, guys.
Philadelphia
so-
cream
Yeah, it's
cheese.
like nuclear
That's
pink.
salmon.
I know what you mean. I know what you
cheese.
mean.
There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, Stefano nailed it. This is Philadelphia salmon lock, whatever lock
Yes.
salmon cream cheese.
Yeah.
That's what that is. And I don't. Can you go to the case back because the case back looked beautiful.
I like the power reserve at the top. Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
that's
gorgeous.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
right?
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
As you would expect from a Patek.
Yeah.
But look,
I
they stamped the glass.
I hate that. You know what? I have to
I
say.
know, Ari, you don't like that at all.
Well, like, why bother opening the case back if you're going to put a bunch of writing on it? Like,
You are so right, my friend. So right.
like it's just.
is that a stamp or is that a sticker?
Oh,
You know
that's
what?
a
It's
stamp.
Patek Philippe
No, it's
Advanced
stamped.
Research.
It's a stamp.
Actually, is that a magnifying glass? I think that might be magnifying glass to
That
show the Geneve and to
Yep.
show the to get you a little nicer view of the details. Huh. These might be actually really collectible because these Patek Philippe's Advanced Research, they're freaking. It's like a Tiffany dial stamp.
yeah.
Can you go
something
back
like
to
that.
the dial?
What are they going for?
So here it's actually it's on request, but
Oh,
there's another one here.
73,000 for the yellow, but
73, yeah.
that's but ugly. Oh, I can't
Yeah, I
get
mean for
around
this
one.
money, right? You can get a brand new
It's a weird color.
5172, but because it's Advanced Research, you see it. Look at this.
Yep.
Enemy,
Wow.
enemy.
That's crazy. Look, it's not my cup of tea. If you're into collecting, like as a collectible, then yeah, maybe, but I would stay away. This has to be. You know what? This is like if you go for that look, Sherlock Holmes look. If you're wearing a trench coat all the time, I can see this. Right, but
Actually,
yeah.
the style of the dial, the case back, even the yellow strap here doesn't bother me. The strap on the other one didn't bother me, but that salmon color, the dial
Yeah.
colors on both of them.
It's not really salmon. I guess it's like yellow. I wouldn't even call it salmon. Let's see
I
what they
just
call
don't-
it here.
And super chat.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I
They
Yeah,
do
it's
call it salmon
collectible.
dial. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's collectible, but I
crazy.
just don't aesthetically it's
Yeah.
it's not it's not hitting Patek.
Yeah.
It's not hitting Patek markers for me.
It's like it's there, and the messed up thing is that it's there like when they're messing around. This is really experimental stuff, and they put these out for like some super collectors. It's super collector stuff. Don't it's not for normal people. Don't buy it. Don't buy it, please. What is this? Okay, wrist racer, $5. I'd love your take on SJX X Habring collab announced today. Ooh, let's see here. I feel it's abysmal as it lacks any Habring design DNA.
So far, it looks
Wait,
nice.
is this it?
Yep.
That's
I
it?
mean the Messina Lab.
Oh. There you go.
Huh.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
So the back is nice. The front, I'm kind of meh on it.
very interesting. It's meh.
Looks like a Ming.
Yeah, sector dial.
No, it doesn't look like a Ming. No.
No,
I don't.
I don't think it looks like a Ming.
Like
I'm saying it's meh. Like it's okay.
meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of this.
I will say I again I won't wear leather straps, right?
Yeah.
I will say I actually like this.
You like it?
I do. I like the font
Yeah.
choices, right? I like the breakdown of the dial.
Yes.
The shape is very simple, but the blue seconds hand,
Yes.
right? That contrast there.
Yep.
I like this. It's not a rich gold. It's almost like a gold foil, rose gold, like somewhere between gold foil, rose gold. Can you zoom into the yacht?
Where are we zooming in?
There we go. Yeah, nice little markers.
Austria.
I don't know.
Look,
I like
for
that
me-
brushed look in this on the center grid too.
Look, I like the case shape. I think it's clean. It's perfect. But there's just
Oh, everybody in the chat saying wrong watch, by the way.
a wrong watch. But let's just finish commenting on this one. Okay, so I think it's just there's too much experimental. Like 12, the threes are on on sideways. There's black, there's blue. I think it's just if they made these lines maybe blue, or if they made the hand black, just take one color out of the equation, I think that would have been a little bit better. But okay, I put the wrong watch on, so there we go. So that's that was what. So wait, which one is it? Is it this one? Oh, how do I find this? How do I find it? Can somebody
I think
find it?
is yeah, hold on. I think.
But
It's
you know
this.
what? It is like if they simplified this, you got a perfect watch. I think. Let me just pick up these two more super chats. Perth Luxury, $5. Apparently purchasing an 80K Longe and 10K IWC won't get you a GMT. Whoa, Rolex.
Sorry about that.
Or a waiting list for a GMT at Watches of Switzerland. Money Cow Milkers. Wow. Dude.
I'm telling you, like the amount of money you got to put on the line. This is why this kind of stuff is unobtainium, right?
Yeah.
Like even if you're rich, right? Who wants to drop 100K on watches just to get the watch you actually want? Like it's ridiculous.
I put the link for that collab that I think they're referring to in the private chat for you.
Okay, 1 second. Daniel Katz, $2.79. I'm not normal. Still not buying Patek Philippe. I think actually right now, if you're interested in the dress piece, it's still not too late to pick up a Patek Philippe dress, because as everything starts going exclusive, people are just gonna be grabbing everything. Once we get to the section where we talk about the the game situation. We'll talk about it a little bit more. Let's see here. Okay, sorry about that. Here
No
we
problem.
go.
Take your time.
Ooh, difference, completely different watch. Okay. How do I make it bigger? Okay, here we go. What do you guys think? Can I make it bigger? No, I can't. It's just
It's watchable. It's viewable.
okay. There we go. Oh, I gotta say, this is not my cup of tea. What do you think? The stars. I'm not a huge fan of these stars as hour markers. It's a little bit too busy for me. What do you think?
The stars aren't my thing. I think it's the color scheme. I actually don't mind the yellow gold-ish or whatever color that is. Hands with the blue dial. That's fine. But the stars, it's something.
It's a Rolex tribute. Scroll down on the page. It's a Rolex tribute.
That's not. Maybe that's what they're saying, but I don't understand how that pays tribute to Rolex.
Did Rolex did it sometime in the past? Oh, there we go.
They did.
51 Galaxy.
And you know what?
Then.
They stopped. Well, they did it in the 1950s.
Yeah.
And they realized it was a mistake.
And they stopped.
No, they haven't done it. They haven't done it since. You know what I mean?
$7,500 US, 50 pieces. It's already sold out.
Yeah, obviously it's gonna sell out. Look, it does look different. I don't see any other watch brand coming up with like these kind of markers, so it does kind of stand out. Ooh, oh yeah, so it's got the hab ring kind of movement in the back. Man, I wouldn't be buying this stuff. Honestly, I don't. I think it's too much. It's too much. I would go for one of those Coronas.
If they took away the stars and just put simple sticks.
Yeah. Or just one star at the top.
Even one star. I think it would be a much better looking watch. I actually like that shade of blue. I like the combinations, how everything goes together. Just the stars completely ruined it.
I mean, that's a very specific market watch, right? It is targeting people who like the Galaxy, and for that purpose, it looks like to be an excellent watch. I did notice when I was scrolling through the pictures, the stars seem to be contoured to add a little bit of a undercut to them at the edges. Yeah. I don't know if the Rolex originally was that way because I've never seen the Rolex until I scrolled down this page. The case back and the finishing on the case backs looks superb.
Oh yeah.
The finishing on the movement, not the case back itself. The movement looks superb.
Yeah.
If I don't know, it's not my style of watch, but relative to the Rolex, like this looks really good.
I mean, like, if you think about this, do you think like Rolex? Do you think they look back at this watch and they're proud of the job they did? I think they're like, there's a reason why they haven't done the stars again, because it's just
it's ugly,
too cheerful.
I mean, it's not elegant.
And also, like, you see Rolex, their stars, they're really like laid back. They're not in your face, right? Yeah. They're very subtle. Whereas this is in your face. Look at the stars.
Yeah, in my head, I always think about these things when I see like these tribute watches of the 50s and 60s. Could I see actors and actresses of that era, right, wearing it in those films? And for me, the answer here is in my head, no. Yeah. Right. So yeah, I can't get behind this one.
I think
Lee with $2. Habrings SJX introduces the EU flag watch.
Smart. Nice, good, smart comment. Yeah.
It's so true. And I'm missing another one. The blue is nice. Yes, I love the blue. The blue
it's actually almost my favorite blue of a dial. And I'm a little picky with the blues as well, and this is a very nice blue.
The Jearn and the Vacheron blue. are hard to beat for me.
This is for
the new tanks.
The new tanks.
The colors blue, green, burgundy.
Let's see. Are
They're
they going
supposed
to
to be? Well, they're being sought out all over Europe. They're blasting away with them.
real? That's on the steel, right? Right.
Yes.
This high autonomy quartz. Is it this one? No.
No, he said their new dial colors stuff now. Is that what you said?
It's band and dial. Let me see. I have it. Pulled it up before I asked at Archie's, but he had his own.
Oh, these?
Yeah, those.
Really?
Oh, hottest thing going in Europe right now, boys, and Asia.
You know, when I saw this, I thought that they were kind of ripping off a little bit of Oyster Perpetuals because this came after Oyster Perpetual. But there's actually, they did this kind of stuff in the past.
They have.
But I think they reintroduced it conveniently when Oyster Perpetuals were reintroduced.
Yeah, but totally different watch.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It is kind of
Cartier's more finesse. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You know, a little more.
And these are cheap. Wait, what's the price? These have to be really cheap.
Look at the old ones. There. Try to buy an old one now. You'll see what the prices are.
They don't have the
prices TBD.
Yeah, let's see. Are the prices on the website now, or they're still not on the website? Oh, it doesn't look like they're on the website yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Oh. So people already looking for them, or what's going on?
They're in high demand.
That burgundy, I think. So when watch companies do this, and I think actually Rolex should have done this with their releases this year, they should release one a year for a few years, right? Because when I look at the three, if you go back to scroll to the top where it has the three of them, if I look at the three of them together, right, this makes me legitimately feel like I'm buying watches out of a quarter candy machine store in the little plastic jugs when I was a kid.
That's a little harsh.
It's the color. It's the color. I think if they had released them one at a time, right, and the same feeling I had with Rolex, the impact would be different.
But you know why they did all three?
Sure.
Because there's people coming in, they cannot decide between which one to get. They get all three, and then they can wear different one with a different dress.
So I'll tell you these colors work. They are muted, like they're different colors, but they're muted. They aren't like
they're not
ultra pastel.
You think
Miami
Vice?
Miami Vice. I think the green works better than a lot of other greens I've seen. I think the green does work. I think the green.
It's very hard if you're old to read this dial.
That would be fair.
Okay, Marco, take
care. Marco, take care, brother. We didn't see you, man.
Yeah, well,
he's exhausted. He's had a long day.
Yeah,
you know?
he needs a little break. He's on such an emotional roller coaster for the past couple of weeks. I don't envy him.
No.
I mean, it's not working with Archie. It's not easy. Oh, and AP says these are $3,000 basically. Yep. Wow.
Yeah, you're buying for the name, and these are quartz. These are quartz movements, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And actually, you don't even get the blued hand.
Nope.
Yeah, this isn't. None of them. The burgundy is close, but none of them do it for me.
Okay, the burgundy and blue are better in my mind. The green, you're right. If I could stack rank them, the green is the lowest on the list for me. The blue is nice.
The blue is nice. Yeah,
the blue is nice.
Well,
blue pops.
The burgundy though is a classic Cartier color.
The burgundy is nice. I like the burgundy.
Blue looks like a steel sport, and burgundy is very, very unique. Actually, what's it called? The JLC released burgundy.
Yep.
Boutique only.
Boutique only. That's right. What's his name bought it?
Smart.
Mr. Wonderful. He went and bought it with Teddy Baldassari.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to run out and buy these, but for people that want to get that fashion watch, it's a nice option for them.
And it's
nothing wrong with it.
I don't know hot horology, but it's considered a luxury brand, right? Ari?
Yeah, it's
Cartier.
exactly. It's a luxury brand. It's a fashion. This would be a fashion watch.
Yes.
This particular one is a fashion watch. Yes.
What are the dimensions on these, by the way?
No, they're tiny.
They're tiny, yeah. Let's see. I'm guessing it's because they don't. It doesn't look like they even have the dimensions yet. It just looks like it's your standard quartz Cartier. With so basically these straps. This is actually a higher quality strap that you get on the Cartier, because if we just go to here, right, to watches on the Cartier tank. If we go here, this is something that my mom bought. So she got this one.
Same
right?
price.
I think. Wait, is this tank? No.
This is tank.
Yes, it is. Yes, this is what she got. But we upgraded the leather strap.
Instead of?
And then it cost a little bit extra. Because this strap, this is no good. This pebbled leather, it feels so cheap and nasty. We had to upgrade it. And also, they upgraded her buckle. So they gave her like a deployant on the new one. That was $400. Basically, the new strap cost $800.
With the deployant.
With the deployant. But they gave her $400 discount.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and they took off the taxes. So it was kind of, an 8 years warranty. So actually, you know what? If you look at this, if these are same price, you actually get discount. Because you get the better leather strap. And you don't, basically, it's a fair price, actually. Because you look here, so that's a silver. It's a very simple dial, actually, It's just painted on.
Yeah, but it's a classic Cartier.
Yeah. Whereas that one, it's like a fashion. Wait 1 second. Fashion statement. This would be like an equivalent. Would be like a sub, and this would be like the Oyster Perpetual.
Right.
In Cartier line, because that's their most classic sub no date. This is sub no
but
date.
all their watches, well, no, I shouldn't say that. Their quartz watches are accessory pieces. They're not statement pieces at all.
Oh yeah.
You've got a couple of questions. They're not super chats.
Yeah. No. We have to pick up. Yeah. Sorry, I was just so focused on the Cartier.
No, fair enough.
This one. Andy KFX says, Hi Tim, greetings from Thailand. I'd like to think what you guys think of a Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot caliber. Let's go.
Let's go look that up.
Big Crown Pro Pilot caliber.
I always love the deception behind Cartier, where they write the Cartier in the line of the V on the 7 o'clock.
Oh, you're talking about that they snuck in the Cartier branding into the lettering.
Yeah.
Let me just show people.
On your mom's watch.
Yes. 1 second. Let me bring it up here so that people know what you're talking about. What Stefano is referring to is
I love that.
kind of a right there. And that's hard to do. They snuck it in.
Oh yeah.
Into the X.
And if you go down,
the
classic ones had it on the V of the 7.
Yes.
I don't know if
this is the small one, and there's a different one. So for example, if I pull this one up, let's see where they put it here. That's so hard. That, by the way, so when I looked at it, right, like it is it's a cheap kind of dial, but the printing is so good.
Oh yeah.
You can feel like, oh my, that you can't fake the this kind of printing.
When you loop it, that's when you see how beautiful this dial is.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't show it, but it's right there.
Yeah, right there. That's it. Yeah, you can see it from here.
Yeah, just a little, it's such a tiny print, and you can't. You need
micro print.
Yeah, micro print, micro print. Very small stuff.
But you see, I like your mother's dial because I never like the cage, the inner cage underneath within the numbers. I like it more plain.
I would agree with that.
What do you think, Gary?
I would agree with what you're saying there. I like it a little more plain myself.
Yes. It gives you that nostalgic classic feel, right?
I can't deny the quality though.
Of
these Cartier watches. Like it is decent, even though it is quartz, it's a decent value for money for what, the quality of the material,
8-year warranty.
Yeah, 8 years they give now.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to get
that?
Well,
Rolex gives you 5.
Yeah. And so were you saying, just to clarify, the strap on this is a lower quality one than the one on the colored ones? Is that what you were saying?
The pebbled one is cheap.
The pebble. Yeah, you see this pebbled?
The other one is embossed
this is
like
cheap,
a croc.
nasty, and vicious leather strap.
Vicious too?
Vicious. It is just horrible. It is the horrible. It's horrible. So
vicious. I like the way he said that too.
Right.
That's I took that from Marky.
And so if you wanted to get the equivalent strap, the good strap, you have to spend another $800 or $1,000 probably.
No. So you give this one back, right? They keep this one and they discount you the new one.
Right. Okay.
So you just have to make sure that. Oh, one second. Let me just acknowledge this super chat. Morton Superlight 40 knock. Thank you so much for your contribution. And guys, make sure to hit the upvote button. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. So, you have to ask if you're gonna buy this at retail. You have to ask first for discount, but also for upgrade. You want to give this one back to them because this is a $400 strap. You want to trade it for the $800 one. That is bulletproof. They're what's it called? They're kind of crocodile strap.
Right.
It's freaking amazing. Yeah. It's just totally different. Totally different feeling. You can feel this is not worth anything. I wouldn't. If somebody was selling this one for $40, it just feels like made in China. I'm sorry. It's just vicious.
It bits him on the leg.
It bites. You hold it in your hand and you can feel it bite. It's just like yucky. You know what I mean? So I couldn't, and also with just the buckle, not even deployed.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
a regular pen buckle
away. So so I got rid of that. Oh, by the way, let me make Ali a moderator. There we go. Okay. So this strap not worth the money. So this is the trick. You have to ask for discount if you're gonna buy this. You're gonna have to tell them to upgrade your strap, and basically you get the upgrade then for free. That's how it turns out to be. Okay, because they will give you a discount, and actually when you hold this piece in your hand, you can feel the quality. It's it feels like a small brick of steel.
Yep.
It's solid. So guys, do not underestimate this.
No. And that's interesting. Like we're talking about and this is important. We're talking about a quartz watch here as being as something worthwhile. And that, there's something, interesting in that statement.
There's something definitely to be said about that. I mean,
it's interesting.
Their jewelry is made like bricks. So they want to carry that through, right?
Yeah. And even though it's quartz,
SPSB says Cartier Gator strap is pure class. Pure class, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually agree with that because Gator straps are easy to get wrong.
Yes.
And theirs are not wrong. Theirs are very nice and supple.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the textures are good. They don't have any Gator defects. And they're very wearable.
Look, Uber Chiliwa says Cartier is a yawn watch. Look, it is. You know what? It is at the first sight. Like when you look at it, maybe. But when you look closely at the dial, you notice how well printed it is. You start to pick up all kinds of little neat details. So and you don't want to be wowed by the watch on the first impression, because if you're wowed, that first initial high will make you crash later. So I wouldn't go for the watch that kind. So let's for contrast, let's look at this Oris Big Crown. Okay, this is a kind of watch that you look at and you're like, whoa, look at everything that's happening here, right?
Yes.
Look at it. Feast your eyes, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Look at it. Behold.
Actually, I'm surprised at that price for an Oris. Not that I don't like Oris, but I'm
Yes.
surprised at that price for an Oris.
Yeah, let me hear your thoughts.
That feels
it's
really
full
high.
list.
The what?
It's full list.
Yeah.
Full list? Yeah.
Yeah, that feels really high.
Oh, you can get at least 25, 30 off on these if you search it well.
You'd have to. That's the only way this is actually semi-worth it.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this dial. You know, I like the slate gray. I like that nice the color scheme with the pop of red is cool, but I just don't. I don't know personally.
Morton Superlight, another 40 knock. Thank you so much. The best watch to pick up girls is with Cartier. Boom, on the money. Actually, you know what? I would love to, in some hopefully not too distant future, to actually pick up one of those, the exact same watch that my mom bought for myself.
Right.
Because I tried it on my wrist. It's amazing. And it's quite an affordable watch. You get a lot of brand.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Here's the difference. There's watches who have technological, like you buy it for the technology. Like this watch, right? This is a freaking 10 days power reserve. It's a GMT with a date, right? There's a lot of technology packed in this watch. But then there are watches that you just buy solely for the brand name, like Rolex, right? People are not paying $40,000 because of its technological superiority. They're paying for the gold that's in the watch, which does not make up nearly enough value. But the most important, they're paying for that brand name cachet. And in the Cartier, you get so much brand. Like Cartier, that's a heavy hitting brand. And do not underestimate, freaking Santos, they invented the men's wristwatch. So there's
Santos lineup is nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So on this one though, so while
Yes.
you were
Ranting,
reveling in Cartier
Yes.
and their print,
yeah.
No.
I was looking at other images of this one. First of all,
yes.
the mechanics, the movement of it, the back looks really, really nice. And also, I couldn't tell from this head-on shot if the dial had any depth or texture. It definitely does when you go look at other pictures. There's no question about it. Like, I don't think it's a $6,000 watch. But I've seen many, many pictures that look much, much better. And there we go, that gray. And I didn't want to say Hodinkee, or a blog to watch, but they both had good pictures.
Yes.
That picture of the gradient effect, because it's not a sunburst effect.
No.
Right? And then you can see the depth of the dial, and you can also see in the reserve, right? You can see the texturing changes as the reserve goes down.
Yeah.
That's really
right. I like all those little details for the Oris, right? And the knurling all around, like that as well.
And the sword hands.
That part of it I didn't particularly care for. I thought a better hand design was, because one of the things I don't like is when watches have hand designs that mismatch from their subdials, right? So the reserve dial, and the hand, what would you call that? I forget. The syringe, right? The syringe tip. I would rather they had consistent hand design myself, but it's not a bad looking watch. This picture is much, much better. It's not a bad looking watch.
I think the problem that this watch is having is the price point mismatch, right? Nobody's expecting it's like Oris is going out of their lane, right? So that's why people are hating on it. It's like Oris for $7,000. Oris is $1,000 to $2,000 brand. What are they doing jumping into a $7,000 price range?
And they're great at $1,000 to $2,000.
Yeah, they really are.
Watches. Yeah, they're really for good value for money. This is so the way I always look at this kind of stuff is you got to earn the right to ask for this kind of money, and you got to progress yourself up the chain. And I I don't believe they've progressed up enough to justify this.
That's actually a really good point that Ari brought up, right? A number of watch brands that have, it's progressing yourself up the chain, right? You've got to hit that 3,500, that 5,500 mark. When you hit the 35 to 5,500 mark, then you have to have Omega quality, like across the board, and design, right? And then to break that, you have to have gone through that. Otherwise, it's never going to feel right.
I would agree.
And then also, frankly, like when you start progressing up, you have to effectively deprecate those $1,000 and $2,000 lines. You just have to.
Look at this. Daniel Fernandez says these are $3,000 pre-owned. That means that whoever is selling these pre-owned, they're buying them up at $2,000. So you buy this for $7,000, then you can only get $2,000. If you're gonna sell, money proposition. But if money is not a problem, but then again, see, here's another problem that this watch has. This movement, right, that they developed. This was a rushed movement, and actually, it's not. It's like a. Here's a really like. This is what a lot of people give Rolex flack, but Rolex, their movements, right? They improved them over time. So the iterate, so like it's almost like right now they have the same movements from 50 years ago, but they went through like 10 updates to that original already good design. Oris, I mean, like and Rolex, they don't go out of their way to develop these high-tech movements unless it's like a Skydweller, right? And who knows how long they've been making that Skydweller movement, right? The complication is insane. But like, I almost feel like Oris, they took on a too big of a project with this one. Why make such a 10-day power reserve? You know how difficult it is to regulate 10 days of power? It's a disaster. Like, that's why there's a Fusilier chain, right? That there's watchmakers come up with all kinds of crazy ways in order to deal with that power discrepancy at 10 days. There's no way this movement does not have massive discrepancy at the peak power and at the base power. So,
well, if you look at the front, it looks just like they're copying or they're chasing IWC Pilot.
Oh yeah, that's
for sure.
Kind of no doubt about that.
Yeah, but at that price point, you get an IWC, right?
Yeah.
Also, the engineering aspect of it, you know.
Yeah.
Let's say, humor me. They've actually, they've worked out the power reserve and the curve, right?
Sure.
Then they're fighting an engineering battle, and right now, like that also then puts them in the Grand Seiko Spring Drive fighting an engineering battle, like market. And
I just think their money would be better spent developing a simpler movement, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just why not start with developing an in-house movement with, let's say, 3 days of power reserve and simple time and seconds, not even the date. Just forget about the date. Just do a base movement and make it into a pilot like Mark 18. Don't copy a big pilot. Copy Mark 18, but with an in-house. I think that would have been a more realistic thing. Let's just get these two super chats. Uba Chaliwa, $5. Slim de Hermes, Opaline dial. Fonts, case lugs, movements, also French, also class. Acquired surprising?
Quite surprising.
Okay.
They've actually, Hermes has done a surprisingly good job with their Slim de Hermes line. And they have the special edition titanium one last year or 2 years ago. With the one, I think it was the noon, was kind of an orangish type of color as well. They've done a surprisingly good job with their design, and apparently their movements are legit.
Oh yeah, I think out of all of these, out of Cartier, Chanel, no, Cartier actually. Cartier has been always making watches, but like compared to like these new watchmakers entering their arena, like Chanel, freaking Louis Vuitton, right? I think Hermes is entering with the horological intentions. Their goal seems to be actually focused on watchmaking,
I love that, and I love
Pretty
the finish
incredible.
on this watch.
Yeah.
They sell them down they have them down at the Neiman Marcus close to me.
Wow.
Not I couldn't wear one, but I just love the way they look. Also, the Chanel J12 Design Atelier, right?
Yeah.
His channel, he did a Chanel review just a few days ago of one of their J12 variants. Fantastic. I'm really surprised. And going back to the Cartier situation, right?
Yes.
If you look at Cartier as a luxury brand,
yeah,
alongside Hermes or Chanel, and I don't know if that's necessarily a fair comparison, but Hermes and Chanel are, in my opinion, doing a better job today, right? Other than the Santos, I just think Hermes and Chanel are doing a better job with their watches. All the various J12 variants, I just like them better. They're more aesthetically pleasing, like by a wide margin for me.
Interesting.
Stefano almost had a stroke. So,
Stefano, what do you think about these Hermes?
I think Hermes and Chanel, they're trying to chase what Fendi tried years ago and Louis Vuitton, because these are not horological or joaillier maisons.
Yeah.
Cartier has history with watches and jewelry. They don't. They're just a clothing brand or an accessories brand that's trying to, because they see, hey, Louis Vuitton makes $120,000 watch. Whatever, I wouldn't pay $1,200 for their watch. That's just me.
Cartier has earned the rights to. Cartier has earned the right to play in this space, basically.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Well,
so are you saying that Hermes and Chanel are the Hublot of?
No, I'm not saying that. I'd say Armani Exchange makes the crappy watches, and Klein are below Hublot. But I'm just saying they're getting better because they see there's money into it. That's a marketing ploy in a division they never touched before. Hey, when you walk into Apple, you buy a $1,600 12 Pro Max like I did, and then I'm offered on the iWatch a $1,500 Hermes double wrap.
Yeah.
That one, you're like, what the heck? Are you serious? I mean, I don't have an iWatch. My son has one for every day. My ex-wife wears one.
Yeah.
I never got into those, but it's amazing how one of those straps is $1,500 at the Apple store, but it's not. That's the double leather wrap.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and people buy it.
Oh yeah, because they like the
$800 watch,
branding.
and they spend more for the damn strap.
I think. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Double strap.
That is available for $1,500 at the Apple boutique.
The Apple Watch, yeah.
Now,
but it's a quality leather strap.
Most of my clothing is Ralph Lauren. I love the fit, the feel, the durability. I got shirts I can show you that 10, 12 years old, and they're just starting to fray now. But would I buy his watch? Hell no. And he copies a lot of, if you see Hermes and Ralph Lauren, they have very similar styles to that horse bit, because they're into that. They're into equestrian sports and stuff. So.
Ooh, look at this. Brian BK, $5. Curious to hear panel's thoughts on Nomos versus Oris. I get flack for having Nomos World Timer New York City Wemio edition in my collection.
There's no flag. There's no comparison. Nomos is owned and made by Glashütte.
Yeah.
Glashütte.
I mean, it's horologically speaking, it's Nomos, but at some level, it's taste.
Yes.
They're different. They're different looks entirely. You like the Bauhaus kind of movement in Nomos, and that's fine. Some people don't. Okay, then don't buy Nomos. Doesn't matter how horologically better it is. If you don't like the look, don't buy it.
We talked about this watch a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We did.
For me, Nomos it's a non-comparison. Like Nomos is all around, like their styling.
I think it's great personally, but it's not for everybody. Not everyone likes it.
No,
the Bauhaus is not for everyone. But dude, anyone who has a freaking John Mayer Daytona in their collection can fucking do what they want. Just tell everyone to fuck off. You set the rules. You set the trends. You got one
Buy what you love first.
You need to balance it out, right?
Care not of what others think or say.
Yeah. Brian, here's the thing. Like, you can't just have like John Mayer Daytona, a Panda Daytona, you know, like the ego is gonna get completely out of control. You need this watch to balance it out, to ground you, to bring you back to reality, because you're living in fantasy, man. Fantasy. It's just, you know, he just got the green Oyster Perpetual. My God, that watch, man. People will crawl through glass. And he was thinking, he was on the fence. Do I get it? Do I not? Man, winner. This you need this. You need this, definitely. And also,
Beautiful
I'm reading
watch.
this novel. The protagonist in the novel, he wears nomos. So, dude.
Ooh.
I mean,
Don't-
I admit, looking at it up close like that, like those are nice up close shots.
Yeah.
So you can see the dial is well made. You can see it.
Yeah, there's quality in there. There's absolute quality in Nomos. The hands, everything. It's just man, Nomos is class, and at the price point, this is not gonna. This is not a stretch. It's not like he's putting in major money into this watch. It's a fun little
How much is
watch
this?
that you have to play with. Yeah,
How much
it's great
is
for
this?
business. Yeah.
How much? How much is this watch?
Oh, it's like $5,000.
Okay, that's not.
You know what? And I like how Nomos plays with symmetry in this
Yeah.
particular watch. They do it well. Like a lot of makes
6,000.
play with symmetry, and do it poorly. Nomos did it well with this watch.
Hey, 6,000. It cannot hurt you.
What about the servicing? Can any watchmaker service this, or you have to send this to some monk in
No, you have to
Switzerland?
send it to them. Yeah, because it's their
Yeah.
in-house movement.
They're in house movement.
Yeah,
Monk
it's
in
probably
Switzerland.
simple. I don't
Yeah, the highest mountain. You know, the one man in all of Switzerland.
And we got, oh my God, Sidney Marquis Jr. watched your Winter Storm sub versus No Date sub. Ooh, that was cringe. That was a cringe video that I made during lunch. Awesome and right on. I'm going to the archives because you're cool, bro. Hey man, thank you. I also hope you watched my video that I pumped out today for after leaving. By the way, I rushed, man. That video, when I walked into the AD, I saw they had exhibition only pieces. I did a little recording, kind of undercover when there was no sales associates around me. Walked out, recorded some more like voiceover. Went into the park, quickly stitched the whole together, and posted it right there and then. I knew I had to be quick.
You're a legend.
Yeah. it was actually a lot of fun making.
If you pay attention closely, like in the background, you can see Torno Associates running down the street as his stream came on.
Lolex, welcome back.
I just postmated $70 worth of pasta to my place. You guys know what that is?
Yes.
You guys want to see it? Got some fettuccine here. It's pretty
Wait,
good.
let me put it full screen. Full screen.
Hey, can I ask
Whoa!
Wow, that looks nice. Is this Postmates?
Postmates is
Uber Eats.
delivered, like Uber Eats.
It's like an Uber Eats. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
Think
I got
we have it here.
lasagna, and then I got ravioli.
And,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
show me your silverware. Show me your silverware that you purchased.
Plasticware.
It's in the kitchen.
And those two
Let me see
pastas
it.
Both
cost
of
you
those for
$70.
yourself?
Yeah, with Postmates, like fees involved.
Are those both for yourself, Lex?
Oh yeah, dude.
So you
I'm
have a
going out.
takeaway?
No, I haven't eaten today. This is my first time eating. Oh no, I ate earlier actually, like right before.
Lolex,
this,
I'm
but-
gonna give you a quick hack. You can go on Amazon and for $20, you can order a block of ramen. It's like 50,
Oh my goodness.
and then you can eat for 2 months for $20.
Yeah, but it's not luxurious.
no.
This
I only
is
order from the
this is
finest
all about
pasta
luxury.
place.
With
I'm kidding.
your
That thing looks amazing.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
gonna
Cartier
go off
watch?
in a minute.
Tim, you're
Cartier
Russian.
watch with the
What's wrong
ostrich
with
strap.
you? Russians eat good food. What the hell is it with you ramen and
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
I'm a
Ew.
hiker at
Bars.
heart.
You only live once. Come on.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. By the way, I got halal food on the way today.
Halal.
Yeah, halal. I was like,
Oh.
I was so drunk. I got home and I was just trying to eat as quickly as possible to get on the
Halal.
show, and then my camera wouldn't turn on.
Yeah.
you live
Go
in?
on like the stream. Yeah, I
No,
have
no.
this bug. The camera has the
I
bug.
mean, like halal guys. Do you ordered from halal guys? Is that what you? Where you
No,
ordered
I
from?
just on the way home. On the way home.
Yeah,
I love halal food. It's
yeah. Well, depends.
New
yeah.
York.
What is that, like
New York
pita?
right now
It
is
depends
the
what
most
you eat.
famous for their halal food. It's
Well,
so
they have those carts, the halal carts, which are delicious. I remember those. They have the halal guys, actually opened a place in downtown Toronto, actually. Young and Wellesley, for anyone that knows the area there.
Yep.
It tastes exactly like New York City. It's really wonderful. Yeah.
They also opened up Jollibee.
I know.
That's a Filipino
near my
version of
house.
McDonald's.
There's one near my house. I haven't actually been
They
yet.
have great fried chicken.
Yeah, so I hear.
Well, not here. I mean, I've had in the Philippines. I haven't had Jollibee here. But.
So I have a question for the panel. Go ahead and read Toyotomo's comment.
Oh, I was just gonna bring up the 5320. Sorry. 5320 Paddock. This is Brian BKT. Sorry, Brian BK. He has this Paddock, and he's worried what people think about his what's it called? Man, you have this Paddock. You know what, man? You set the rules, man. You should be behind the microphone right now.
You're wearing an $80,000 watch. You know what? You could wear a pair of bunny slippers and just tell everyone to F off. It doesn't matter because you're wearing that watch. Like, really.
Right.
Look at this thing.
Who was that guy who was, oh my God, Nick something? He was one of the boy bands. He was married to Jessica Simpson years ago.
Nick Lachey.
So I remember, I think it was Howard Stern, but this was years ago, right? People were on the show ragging him, and he's like, I'm going to go home and fuck Jessica Simpson. Like, you've got nothing to say to me.
But that's when she was a hottie.
Yeah, 2006, Jessica Simpson was a dime piece.
But that's this Pat situation, right?
Yeah. She was so hot. Holy shit.
So I have a question for
Mike
the
the
panel.
Snake is with me on this one. I've been eating top ramen for years now to save for my Rolex.
If you eat top ramen for a few years, you're not going to live for your Rolex.
Yeah, you won't live long enough.
Every top ramen you eat takes one day off from your life at the end. Bring the end closer. Yes.
Oh wait, you got a super chat. Go to that first.
Okay, let me get this one. Mark
Goldberg.
I think it's a different Mark Goldberg because
totally is a different Mark.
Sure.
It's like the fake Anthony Thayer.
Yeah. Tim, who gave you the haircut? It was my Russian lady hairdresser. Nice. Yeah, she's really cool. She doesn't know how to cut hair for shit. But I just feel bad. I was going to her for like 20 years, so I can't go to somewhere else. She's gonna miss me. And especially like the businesses are struggling. She's doing like really, really bad. There's no customers, man.
Yeah. Did everybody catch Marco's haircut today?
No. Did you get a haircut?
Oh, if he got a haircut for his interview, either that or he styled it completely differently.
That's so funny. He styled his hair different for the interview.
As he should. You know what? It's an important job. He should. But yeah, it is very different from how he normally looks. I agree.
Amazing. And Perth Luxury, $5. Perth, thank you so much. Tim, just for the LOLs, you can look up Pauline Hanson Halal Snack Pack. It's just hilarious. She also wore burqa in Parliament as a joke. Okay, I'm going to trust you on this one. Pauline Hanson Halal Snack. Oh, okay. It pops
this
up.
Might get political. Just be warned here.
Okay. Thank you. There you go. Oh, that actually looks delicious.
Oh, that
wow.
Looks
this is the kind of thing that I ate. You know what? This is it's kind of similar, but the containers are totally different in US. But this is the kind you're making me hungry, man, because I was so drunk.
Mix of rice, you get some fries in there, hot sauce, white sauce, depending, could be chicken, beef, lamb.
For the
if you're vegetarian, you got falafel in there, whatever you want.
Too hungry. I'm sorry about that. Yes, Ali, you had a question.
I have a question for the panel, right? And I want to go around the panel, but I'd like to start, or actually not. I would like to end with Stefano. Oh. So you have 10,000 US. You have to buy a watch new, right? Assume you can get some discounts, but it has to be new in box. 10,000 US. What do you buy today?
Is it in this fictional scenario? Are Rolexes available? Can I go into a Rolex boutique and get anything I want.
An available watch.
It has to be available.
It has to be available, yeah.
And I can only spend it that day. Like, it goes away after 24 hours. So I can't wait for something to come in, right?
If it's something reasonable to come in, right?
Yeah.
Like not a Rolex, which, but there's other things that reasonably come in within 30 days. Sure. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. I got mine. Omega 3861 Sapphire Sandwich. Done.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I get a brand new Speedy Sapphire Sandwich. That, or I go to the Rolex boutiques and see what's available.
I'm not even bothering with Rolex because I consider the whole line unobtainium right now. So Omega 3861 Sapphire Sandwich, I know I can get. At least in Canada, I'm going to say Rolex is really unobtainium.
Yeah.
At retail.
Yeah.
In LA, or at least where I live, there's like 6 ADs within a drivable distance from me. So I would do the route. I'd go, visit every AD, see what I can get. If an Air King was available, which I think, it could happen, maybe I'd pick that up.
And it has to be new from the authorized dealer?
Yeah. I'd try and go get an Air King. That's what I would do.
Let me just pick up this super chat. SB $5.
Yeah, where's your Air King?
Omega boutique for a strap. SBSB went to an Omega boutique for a strap, left with disgust. Yeah,
No.
baby.
I know, left with digits.
Oh, digits. Ah! Yeah. Left with digits. Yeah, baby. Then texted, and it was fake. So back to the stream. Feel like Arch.
Don't understand. What's he saying?
Girl gave him a fake phone number.
Oh.
Omega boutique for a strap left with digits. Oh my god. The boutique gave him fake numbers. It's like, what is this? Like a pickup date? My god,
That's so funny.
That's
it's not
ridiculous.
Funny,
That's
wow, SBSB.
All right. So Tim, you're up
man.
though, because both Ari and Lolex chimed in.
You know
Right,
what?
Sapphire Sandwich.
Yeah.
What's your 10K watch?
I panicked. Look, I just brought up all the brands that are possible, right? What there's like, what brands are even in that range? I'm thinking like Omega would be obvious choice, but I feel like the quality, there's just something, it shits me off about the Omega. I would go for Breitling. Let me just do this test. I'll just go like this. Price. And I'll go for 9.5 to 10,000.
Be right back.
And I'll filter that, and I'll
It's
see
a
what's
trick
available.
question because you chose a price mark.
You know what? I would go with one of these. Bam. Exactly 10 grand.
I actually really like. You know what?
Advertiser.
I really like this too. The Breitlings are nice. It's a little bit too busy of a dial for me, but the watches themselves are great.
This is a cracker of a piece. I feel like if I have 10,000, because like Speedy is 7,000, right? And it's like, do I save? Do I save the 3,000? Do I pocket the cash, or do I just go for the full 10 grand? Boom, just get it out there.
Got myself a drink.
And Stefano, what's your choice of 10K?
That's a trick question, Ali.
SBSB hashtag fail, total fail.
You don't want to go cheaper. 10 grand. 10 grand.
10 grand.
But 10 grand. See, here's a question. I know not to answer a question with a question. The 10 grand, can I buy it new gray market, or do I have to buy it retail and full? I mean, AD and full retail. Because my 10,000 go a lot longer than most people.
Yeah, let's go with your 10,000.
It's his 10 grand.
Yeah, let's go with your 10 grand.
The Vacheron.
Ooh.
63.
Vacheron.
I can pick it up for about 18, maybe 20, 15 to 20% off. And they're only 13 grand.
Which Vacheron? The overseas?
The old, no, it's not. The 63.
Vacheron 63.
The most amazing bracelet. I'm a guy who only wears freaking clocks on his hand.
He's talking about the one that we looked at yesterday.
Yeah, which VC are you talking about?
I'll bring it
Pull
up.
up VC.
I think I know. The one that we looked at yesterday?
Yep, it's not overseas.
No, it's not overseas. 1 second.
There we
It's,
go. 56
There we go.
on the bracelet.
56 on the bracelet. 1
On the
second.
bracelet, stainless
Boom,
steel.
blue dial.
Amazing.
There we go.
I would get that for 10 grand.
This was the one that Marco was down on today.
Really?
Yeah.
Once you touch it and you feel the weight and you put it on and the smoothness, that bracelet is the most comfortable bracelet I've ever seen. I used to swear about Breitling Rollo, the old bullet bracelets, but this beats it hands down. This
All
puts any Rolex bracelet, precious metal, to shame.
In the videos, it looks smooth as
It's
butter.
gorgeous. It is simply gorgeous. I wish they
It's
made
really
it bigger, but I'm so in love with that watch. I don't give a hoot. I think I'm gonna buy and wear it and let it look so small on me.
I was going to say, how big is this thing?
40
It's
mil.
30, 40, 39?
39 or 40, I think.
39 or
We're
40.
gonna check it right now. I think
It
actually
is thin.
This is like a dress watch. It's like a date
This
just.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Basically,
Looks like a date just.
You're
It is
absolutely
kind
right.
of a
No,
date
this is much more beautiful than a date just.
Okay.
Sorry,
Calm
my-
down.
Look at the back.
my
Look at the
opinion.
back.
This is much nicer than date just. I mean,
don't know
yeah.
if I would say.
Yeah,
I'm
come
not-
on, all right.
I
Let's
do,
stick up for
because-
ourselves.
I mean,
love it.
all right? They're going to
maybe,
bully us.
maybe the production quality is better. Maybe the
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Well,
a different league.
No
It's a different league.
comparison.
yeah.
And you could get this for 10 grand, Stefano?
It's 13.5 list, so I would definitely pull all my favorites from one of my VCADs and say, hey, this is for me. Not for a gift, not for nothing. This is my personal watch. I'd go into the gray market to find a guy who has a connection to get it. Because the ADs here in Canada, they couldn't give two shits. I call the manager that I deal with at the Royal de Versailles on Bloor, and she'll say, we don't discount anything. Okay.
Because they don't need to. They don't
Yeah,
need to.
exactly.
I mean, that's like the richest area, like right around there, Yorkville, richest area
Oh, yeah.
in Canada, like in Toronto. Okay. I assume you
Perf
guys
Luxury
got that.
Jesus
says,
Christ.
Perf Luxury says that Apollo 11th limited edition for me, if it's under 10K.
But it's not under 10K.
Look, it's as you can see, it's not. But
Yeah, I could
there's
have
not
said
that
Omega
many of them.
Snoopy, but you can't get them.
It's unobtainium still. Like that doesn't count.
By the way, guys, anybody today, because I spoke with Nick, he had called me, texted me. There's a big problem with the Omega Snoopy, the 50th anniversary.
What's the problem?
They changed their mind and they're considering, it's not guaranteed yet, it's not confirmed yet, but it's in the air that Omega will only sell it boutique edition only. And the only boutique Omega that exists in Canada is in Vancouver. There's none in any other province.
I wonder where.
There isn't in Toronto?
And there's
At Yorkdale?
ADs, but not boutique.
At Yorkdale, there isn't
No,
an Omega AD?
it's owned by Rafi.
Okay, you're right. It is Rafi's. Yes, I'm sorry.
So they're considering giving everybody their money back, deposits, because they told the AD, I'm not giving you the watch. If somebody wants the watch, you got to buy it from the boutique. So that's big. That's been the big stir in the watch industry today.
What a slap in the face.
Oh. And
Toyomo is saying that it's always been boutique only.
What?
Toyomo is saying it's always been boutique only.
No, when it was announced, because every dealer asked Nick. He went to Humberton or the other place, because I went to Humberton and I went to Royal de Versailles. One I paid it in full, and the other one I gave 50% down, and Nick paid his in full too.
Wow.
So no love in that 10K range for a Santos, which we were kind of talking about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's
or a Zenith.
Santos. You could go Santos.
Yeah.
Or I
Santos.
would go with that watch. That
Or any of the
Bastrop.
Zeniths. They got a lot of
It's
10K.
killing me. I want to go.
You know
I
what?
feel like go shoot the lock off the wallet and just here's the Amex. Let's
No,
just
for
pay
me,
the whole price.
If I was to do a Cartier, I mean, I would do the tank. I don't think I would do a Santos. You're just getting up there too high for me to be comfortable for that.
Well, actually, I think Santos is less than 10K. That's why.
It is.
Santos is like 3K. I can get. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
in Canada. In Canada, like 13 grand with tax.
I'm just trying to, because it's 7,000. You see that? That's quite a This actually makes it way more affordable.
If you call any Cartier boutique, they don't have the large in the PVD. Everybody, gray market, everybody's calling and texting for every dealer to deal. Every customer wants to buy one in PVD, but nobody has a stock.
So this is nice. Just $7,500 is a bit much.
Yeah, for a Cartier.
For Cartier, like I mean the Cartier tank for 3,500 Canadian or so. That's I can swallow that. That's okay.
So,
Ali, you trickster, you trickster. I should have went there.
So let me tell you. Actually, I want to tell you what I just spent, not 10K on, but in that price range. But before I do that, I got the wrench from Tim earlier, which I had really no idea what that meant, and I'm now seeing what it means because of all the mods. And I can't imagine how intense this must have been when Kelly was on. Right? So, Shot in the Dark, Toyota Mo, Perth Luxury, Danger Will Robinson, Ari, Paule, like you, Bear Clooney, like you guys have my utmost respect for dealing with this. Holy sin.
You say holy sin?
Holy sin.
Oh. Say holy sin.
Almost the same thing. So, the watch that Nico, the one I could not get, and I couldn't get a call back on it, right, was the JLC Polaris Mariner date. Do you mind pulling that up, Tim?
It's a nice watch.
Yeah. Which one? Say it again.
JLC Polaris Mariner date.
And you don't see it often on people. That's why it's original for you.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
The blue one?
Pull it up on the JLC site, though. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Is it the blue one or is it the black one?
No, the Mariner is the blue one.
Okay.
This one. This is the one. Not,
Look at the back. Beautiful.
That's really nice.
So
I
this
really
is
like that.
This was it was either this or the Memo Vox, which the Memo Vox.
No, I like this better than the Memo Vox.
I like the symmetry of this one a little better, and I couldn't figure out. I don't think I use the Memo Vox, but this is the one that I chose. Because I like the diver. It's ISO certified diver. For a diver, I like the dial gradients.
Yep.
Right. It's a JLC, so it's reputable.
They look cool, baby.
Right. So this is the one I went with. It was between this and a Zenith for me.
Okay.
Either way would have been right.
Or Zenith.
Definitely a decent watch. There's no question. This is a nice watch.
I think all JLCs now or besides the Reverso or acquired taste. They have a brand identity problem at times.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so it can be a quality watch and it may not be for everybody. JLC is clearly a quality watch. The look may not be for everybody.
Yeah, so yeah, it definitely may not be it is not for everybody. There's no doubt about it. And I like the 899, the modified 899 movement in here.
Look at that super loom.
So yeah, this was the one I went with.
Seal de Genève, beautiful.
Yeah.
And Nico, who that's what I think Stefano was on the, and I apologize, Stefano.
It's all right.
Stefano, I'll keep getting that wrong, but
all right, brother.
This is the one he called me about live on the stream.
Yep.
Because I couldn't get a call back on this from multiple Chrono 24 folks.
But they don't have it.
Well, no, they posted it. They
don't have it.
Right.
That's famous for Chrono.
Well, no, that's famous for Chrono, but one of them had it actually posted like in hand pictures, right? Not
magazine web shots.
Yeah. So, and they didn't respond. I couldn't get a response from other watch YouTubers, like at all. Not a response at all. Right. And I didn't want to pay full retail through JLC. I couldn't get a response from one AD that I'm aware of. So Nico has gotten this for me. Hopefully we'll get that sorted out in the next few days to a few weeks here. This is the one I went with.
How much discount did you get on this?
He said he got 20% off
20%.
retail. So we're talking the 9K range. Now, honestly, if there were available on the secondhand market, I probably would have done that.
They're too new to have.
Exactly, they're too new, right?
Yeah.
So, but I really wanted this. Like, just something about it just spoke to me.
Well,
and it still fits within my one watch per brand. But now I have a blue dial problem. Fortunately for me, the VC 4500 I went with, because I really like their white silver dial, right? But I've got to retire 2 blue dials now, a Ball and a Grand Seiko.
Oh, okay. That's not a problem.
Oh yeah, one color from each one brand, right? Or
one
brand,
color, one brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
you really put yourself into a situation here.
You know
with
what
this
though?
One
Tim,
color
I love it.
per brand. Yeah,
I love it. It makes
it's
it.
challenging.
I have 8 to 10 watches. I mean, I have a lot more right now, but as I'm downsizing, but I'll have 8 to 10 watches. I can still do an annual swap of like half of them, right? And I'm getting, relative to whatever the brand is, I get a decent resale value. They don't get too beat up within 1 year,
right?
Right, and I always have something fresh. And for me, like, I give some watches to my little brother. My daughter's been taking some watches. I sell some watches. I've given watches away to mentees, right, when they're kind of graduating or get promoted, and I get them into the hobby. Yeah, I get them into the hobby, and I enjoy this. It's a challenge. There's a bit of gamification. I enjoy it.
So what happens if an AD that you know and have a relationship with calls you tomorrow and says, "Guess what, Ali? I got you the blue dial Sky Dweller. Come get it."
I'll go buy it.
You'll be dumping this quick.
No, I don't. The Sky Dweller's not my style.
Oh, it's not.
Not my style now. I will go get the Sky Dweller. I would not immediately flip
that would be a
se.
safe queen collection.
Well, no, legitimately, I probably would jump on the WhatsApp and ask if any of you guys needed it, and then just pass it to you at cost.
I need it.
Yeah, I need one too.
The last AD call I got, that's what I did, right? And I went and picked something up and just gave it to a friend at cost.
My AD said that this because they got me the Panda, they kind of said like, we would love to get you the Sky Dweller, but we just can't.
What, the blue one?
The blue one, yeah.
What if you ask for the black or white one?
But I already have a black watch. I have the Submariner with the black dial.
Well, you also have the ladies.
No, but it's small.
That's right.
You have a different size. They have a big black dial and a tiny lady size, just really girly size. So there's like two.
Tim, you have a super chat, dude.
Yes. I'm so sorry. We've been so enthralled in this conversation.
Well, Ali cheated because he had 2 choices. We only had one.
We had to get it off our chest. Lefty 1999 SARS 100 SARS. Thank you so much for this massive super chat. What is the percentage of Rolex buyers today are buying just because of the instant flip potential and don't care about watches at all?
Yes.
Massive.
Yes.
Massive.
And I won't say 90, I'll say 80% of the people doing it are doing it just for the money.
And I feel bad for those people who are just saying, you know what, I want to buy something nice for my dad for his 60th birthday. I'll buy him a Rolex. They walk into the AD and the AD looks at them like they have 7 eyes and you're a fucking idiot for standing in my presence. Like, I feel bad for those people who just want to buy their dad a nice watch. You know what I mean?
There's but that line, it doesn't work because
they know they hear it 24/7.
That's what everybody.
I guess that's the problem. I mean, there are legitimate people who are just innocently want to buy a Rolex.
What you need to do is you need to go into your AD and threaten to leave him a bad review. That's the only way you're going to get a watch.
Stupid.
I don't know about that one.
I know. I still don't. I don't believe that manager that told me that. There's no way someone has the balls to do that.
I call polite bullshit on that. I call polite bullshit.
I do know of one AD where I used to live up north that around the time of college graduation, if you brought in your transcript, right, or if your parents brought in your transcript and said you were getting a college graduation, that they had set aside a bunch of date just and day dates, right, for college graduation. I thought that was actually very sweet.
That's what something similar to my AD told me with these Wimbledons, because they told me they had 2 configurations, and they said we put these aside for preferred customers. I was like, okay, interesting.
So you're preferred customer.
I guess so. He had a Pepsi on. He had a Pepsi on.
Jubilee, why
I really
do
like
IWC want to
Wimbledon.
gouge their
Thank
customers?
you.
Oyster Perpetual 41mm is same as Le Petit Prince, which is Celita. So sad.
So sad.
I
No, man.
think there's some difference in that. Yeah, it
There
is.
is.
It might be Celita, but you're talking about the chronograph.
Yeah,
Whereas the
Le Petit
Oyster
Prince,
Perpetual,
the chrono.
yeah, Le Petit Prince Chrono. You do get a lot of tech. So for example, on the Oyster Perpetual, you get the most basic, just brushed bracelet without even like a safety clasp.
Yeah.
Without a logo. You get the cheapest of the Rolex, but it's still high quality, but the cheapest. Whereas with the Le Petit Prince, you get probably one of the highest quality bracelets that IWC makes. So there is a little bit of difference. Yeah, you get gouged on the movement, but
Tim,
you get better bracelet. Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like you and me had a conversation once about the OP line, and I feel like you weren't a fan of them after our conversation.
Say it again.
I feel like after our conversation, you aren't a fan of the Oyster Perpetual line. Because you said things like, it's entry level, the class.
For you, because you have a Submariner no date. Oyster Perpetual kind of makes no sense for you because like it's another no date watch. I thought for you it would be better, like a Datejust would be better for you than Oyster Perpetual. But
look, in general, right? What is your feelings on them? Do you like them? Would you buy one yourself?
Not as one and done. Not as one.
Not as a one and done.
No. I think it's like this: get the Datejust if you can, in a nice solid color, and then Oyster Perpetual is cool as a second watch in a funky color. Like if you have a color that you like if you're a red guy who wears red, that's a cool color to add Oyster Perpetual in. And that way, when you're wearing your red sneakers, you wear your red Oyster Perpetual with it, and you look minted.
I think we're breaking Stefano tonight. Stefano's over there shaking his head.
What do you think?
I can't see how you guys wear nice. How am I going to say this? Nice, functional GMTs and Submariners, iconic watches, and then you're going to go to the shitter of Rolex.
Right? Am I wrong in assuming? And I don't mean this in a shitty way, because I know, one of our crew members here has an OP, but to the hardcore enthusiasts, the ones that actually have the Daytonas and the GMTs and things like that, they won't buy the OP, right?
They feel like they're buying the Timex of the Rolex line.
Well, I mean,
it's entry level to certainty.
That's where my comment on the Datejust comes from, right? I mean, for the hardcore, the Datejusts are just basic watches like the OPs.
And you know what? Yeah. A lot of people might think that Ari's is plain Jane. I dare you to go into AD and find his plain Jane stainless steel Datejust. I dare you. I'll pay you $100 if you find it.
You can't find it these
days.
There's
none. Zero.
Yeah.
You find
Stefano.
some ladies with diamond dials. That's it. Datejust.
Yeah.
Stefano, what is the hardest to get Datejust right now? What is like the hard one to get? Is it the blue dial?
With white dial, like his or one of the Jubilee fluted. Again, white.
Yeah.
Not Roman, stick dials.
But I meant like dials, because there's certain dials that are more, people want. I heard the blue is the hardest to get, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought blue was the hardest.
Like it.
I'll tell you what, I'll go even better. The ugliest watch they have is the OP with the silvery gold dial. Try to even find that piece of shit. Because you want an OP, you don't get any one of the 7 colors, but he has the silver. You're going to buy it. Because now they're selling aftermarket dials for a couple of $100, and you can put on a Tiffany aftermarket dial. You can actually give it to Rolex, to the AD service center, and tell them I want a dial.
Oh, you know what? That's
we were
speaking of which.
It yesterday.
My AD did tell me when I showed him my Rolex to say, look, when you get to your next service, you could buy another color dial if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, and she confirmed that to say that you're welcome to do that. I don't know if I would, but it's an interesting option.
What would you get if you could?
I really like the white. I don't know what else I would get. To
I
be
love
honest
the
with you.
white he wears because it pops the most.
Yeah. I don't
I'll
know
give
what
this
else
to
I would get.
Rolex though, right? The thing is, so I think Stefano actually talked about this earlier at some point or another, or he mentioned it in a prior stream. Rolex doesn't have like a Fisher Price watch, right?
No.
Like the OP is still not a Fisher Price, my first
No.
Rolex, right?
Yeah.
They're still very nice watches, right?
Yeah,
Whereas I even think Patek has a couple of absolute dogs in their line.
Oh yeah.
Oh, agreed. I agree
And
with you there.
like but I think Rolex, I think Longue, right? They just don't have a dog in their line. They're nice top to bottom. And they're, unless you have one of the unobtainium high-end models, it's hard to really criticize an OP.
You know what? I would agree with that. And the only thing I'll add, I'll say a little differently. It's not that the OPs are shitters in any way, shape, or form. It's the perception of it being the lesser class. Not that technically it is. I mean, it's high quality. It's high quality.
The entry level.
It's a great daily. I walked around with an OP39 for 2 years. It was an amazing daily watch. I think they're great watches, but I do think it's interesting the way that other people perceive them. Because I was very loud, or at least vocal about the fact that I wanted to get one of the new OP41s, and I had a lot of one-on-one conversations with people that are in Tim's WhatsApp chat, and I got a lot of back and forth, a lot of positive and a lot of negative about it. So I always found it interesting.
It's going back to the very beginning of this podcast, right? I brought up
Podcast, love it.
podcast. So the very beginning of this live stream, like I brought up the Zodiac, right? I have the Squall on my wrist. Like they are, to a lot of people, they're laughable watches, right? There's a lot of room and a lot of risks, right? There's 14 billion risks on the planet if people want to dual wield watches all day, right? There's a lot of room, and I think the OP has earned its spot.
I would agree.
Let me get this. Let me catch up with the chat real quick, guys. From Alex, Tim, did you see the new 39 millimeter IWC Portofinos? Yes. So here they are. They do less than nothing for me. I like the size. They fixed up the size. Now they're 39. They're actually quite thin. They're wearable. It's just I don't get the rose gold hands. I feel like if they put just stainless steel hands, they would look better, like the way they did it on the green. I don't know. Just quickly, guys, what do you think about this? Any comments?
I like the white
$6,000 watch.
I like the white dial. I like the fact it's an alligator strap. I don't know how
I don't like the pushers.
The pushers.
I don't
pushers
like
are
mushroom pushers.
Massive.
Was never a thing with me.
I like the look. I like the look of this watch. I will
With the
say
rose, what do you think?
The rose gold, I think, is nice. I like
It's
the
nice. It's eloquent, but I don't like the mushroom pushers. No way.
Yeah, I'm
not a big fan of those.
I love mushrooms, though. I wouldn't.
So do I, but I rather the push
you would love mushrooms.
down touching,
Perth Luxury says he tried Steel Skydweller yesterday and thinks it's too big and too thick.
Buy it and
Really?
I'll give you a nice commission on it.
Yeah, it was probably somebody else's. And Weekly Hustle says I have a white dial Datejust 41 on Fluted Jubilee. It gets a lot of attention.
It does. That's a blinged up. That's a nice blinged up version.
Yeah.
But he also has that Skydweller two-tone with the gold dial. Damn, that thing pops.
So unless you can get serious discounts, you should not be buying IWC new.
And Sidney Marquise Jr. with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Am I the only one that can't identify a watch from 15 feet away unless it's a top brand? Give me a Tudor, Rolex, 30 feet, no problem. What are your guys' accuracy? Oh, that is so true. That is so true. You can tell a Rolex Tudor AP Gerard Perregay. You can even put the Patek Nautilus in there. I can tell from far away.
Can I ask you guys this? Is it just me, or is it when you're watching a movie, like you notice someone's wearing a watch, you immediately have to figure it out?
Oh, I pause the
Yeah.
video all the time.
I'm
Yeah.
a nightmare to watch a movie with. My sisters and everybody tells me all the time I'm a nightmare to watch movies with. So I have to pause it and zoom in, see what they're wearing.
Yeah, I think AP is probably the most recognized. 100 feet.
Oh yeah.
100 feet. That's why I told RG, man, when you wear AP, you feel like a movie star. Ali, how does it feel wearing 15500? Do you feel that movie star?
I don't feel any different. I was
Damn.
just setting it for tomorrow because that's my watch for tomorrow.
Damn.
I don't feel any different. You know what? The thing is, like, they're
I'm
very
too humble and down to earth to feel that.
They're very
because you're wearing a squally, it really balances you out. You know,
Yeah.
if you had Rolexes and APs in your collection, your ego would be completely out of control. Trust me.
No, he's a humble man. Don't
But
say
he's
that.
so humble. Yeah, it is
the
the
thing is, all my
balance in his
watches,
collection.
all my watches mean something to me, right?
Yeah.
The AP, I have a Persian heritage. The Shah of Iran was the first Royal Oak customer, right?
Yes.
I like the gray dial. I call my AP the Shah. I love my Vermont because I used to work, in DoD space and three-letter agency space, and the C-17 Vermont. I really like that. The Reservoir, which we've talked about.
Yeah.
I love those 69, 68, 65 Mustangs, the dial on that Reservoir. Like, they all mean something to me. So, and my G-Shock, it means something to me. So none of them make me feel any different. Also, in my particular field, I mean, like, there's nothing you can do with this mug, right? With a Rolex isn't going to improve this mug, right? So, in my particular field,
don't talk like that.
You're too funny. You're too funny.
Like, it doesn't matter as much. I love all my watches. I love my Squally. That pink, the waves on that pink Rosa dial. I love it. Right.
I think you know what it is. You entered into this hobby from a completely different angle. A lot of people, like, they watch like the Timepiece Gentleman, right? If they get like if they get a diet of like flexing before they enter the hobby, then they see watches for a completely different purpose. The watch serves a different purpose than for what you're getting it. You're getting it for like complication, for something for something interesting in the watch, for something that's relevant to your life.
But I mean, so the Vacheron that's coming in, it will probably be here the same time that I get the JLC. Like, it means something to me right now. The Maltese and Vacheron itself is very prestigious, but I'll tell you something, and this is sacrilege. I will never buy a Patek. Now, I will look at other people's Pateks, and there are a couple of Nautiluses that I look at, and they bring a tear to my eye. But a Patek means nothing to me. Means
you
nothing.
Don't feel it. You don't feel it. You don't feel it.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like, the Aquanauts, the Nautiluses, none of them. And I can look at them and I can admire the ever-loving hell out of them. And like in Longuet, the only Longuets that speak to me at all are the perpetual calendars, and they speak to me for the engineering intersection with the aesthetic, right? But the rest of the Longuets, like, they just don't speak to me.
I think I know why. I think I know, but holy shit. Humble Pine with a massive $100 super chat. Humble Pine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're a freaking legend. That is, you don't understand. That is really, really helpful, man. I really appreciate
I was saying on Archie's, I don't like the Aquanaut at all. That's the only one I like. I wouldn't buy it for me. It's not for me, but I like it. I can admire it like Ali. It does nothing for me.
I'll tell you this. I think there is a thing about Patek, and I think this is...
Yeah, it's associated with prestige news.
Yeah, like prestige. And like, there's so much of that prestige that's with it. Like, for example, I'll give you the story. I told this before, but I was once at, like, when I went to pick up a buckle for my dad. I went and they put like a wall, and they brought out like cases, and they had some VVVIP clients in there behind. It was like a super secret meeting, right? They
Yeah.
don't do that for Lange. They don't do that
No.
for any other brand. And I
Patek
think,
is the only one. Patek is the only one that does that.
yeah. So I think a big reason that people go for Patek is that kind of exclusivity. But you know, for you, you don't feel any connection to that exclusivity. You don't need it. So I think that's why it doesn't do anything for you.
I think
I
Ali
think-
loves the actual watch or
Yeah.
the actual collectability. Let's say the
The
hobby.
fun of it,
And
or
he's not
some,
looking for that
yeah.
experience, celebrity
Yeah, the
experience. He
celebrity
can buy his own
experience.
champagne or his own Louis the 15th.
He
and have
didn't
it
see.
at
He
home.
didn't buy. He doesn't like Royal Oak because it's a Gerald Gentry design, right? He likes it because of the Persian, that that relevant.
Yes, the
For-
Shah of
because
Iran.
it means, yeah.
Yeah,
So
It's
it
just
is
that they're all
completely different.
like somebody asked actually. There was a question that I think to the panel. The hairless Persian asked, "Gents, what is your most consistent daily go-to piece these days, and what are you finding yourself wearing the most?"
Ooh, Explorer. Well, right now it's Explorer 1, the lady size. I love this watch, but before the Explorer 1, it was the Explorer 2. It was the most. I don't know. There's just something I felt such a connection. I rarely wear the Panda. The only reason I wear the Panda is to meet the viewer. Just show him. People ask. A lot of people, they don't believe it. So I figured, I'll bring it out once in a while, right? And I actually, by the way, let me show you something to prove it's not set. I did not set the time. So,
Tim, I honestly always forget that you have a Pepsi too. Or no, you have a
he's a
Batman.
baller. He's a baller.
Is it a Batman or a
Rolex.
Pepsi that you
Big-time
have?
baller.
See, I don't even know. Is it a Batman or a Pepsi?
well, I'm gonna. I can never. I'm gonna bust it out. I'm gonna bust it out.
Me too.
I'm gonna wear the Pepsi this summer. I'm gonna have to wear it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll take it with me to the London Watch Show. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't do that.
Maybe
Right.
2. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it stolen right away.
No, you won't get it. But you don't want to take a chance with that. Don't forget, it's not the most iconic looking or sought after watch in our world.
It's the most
our
blingy.
hobby.
That's why I don't wear
Also,
it.
it's the same most after watch in the hoods, in the hoodland with the hoods, right?
Yeah.
Is it a Batman or a Pepsi? Just for clarification.
Pepsi is more
Pepsi.
more
You have a
known than
Pepsi,
Batman.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very similar with
And
the
you got
Explorer
offered.
1.
And you got offered a Kermit or Sermit, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, but I went with the heart. I only get the
Man.
watches that I kind of love. I had the option, but I chose to go with the Explorer because I felt
That's
more
insane.
connection to the Explorer.
That's amazing.
I have
That's
to admit,
amazing.
I have no love for the Kermit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I have no love for it.
Kermit or Sermit.
Or Sermit, either one.
Yeah.
And last
the
year I
Hulk.
had 3 Hulks.
The Hulk, I think, is so beautiful. I wanted it before the hype.
I'm the
I'm gonna
same
go
about
put
the
it on
Hulk, to be
Toyota
honest.
Mode.
Same
Toyota
thing.
Mode just super chatted, said, "Tim, I wear my Pepsi on your stream. You promised me you will wear it this week. Let's do it right now. 1 second, I'll be right back."
So while we're waiting for Tim, what are
$2,000,
everybody else's
$8,000.
go-to watch, most common go-to watch this week?
Oh, either my limited black steel or my stainless steel one, all stainless. My
Mine-
Breitling Super Avenger 2 this week.
Like
Honestly, my Datejust I wear everywhere. I just wear it
I've been wearing my sub a lot.
70% of the time, easily.
the no date sub.
I've
Love
been wearing
it.
this a lot lately.
That's
Love
great.
it.
That's a great watch.
Yeah, mine has been the Aquaterra, the Green Dot Aquaterra. I find myself wearing that the most.
That is a nice watch. I
Nice.
really like the Aquaterras. Omega really, they do have some good production quality. Omega for sure.
What happened was I freaking when the Basel World happened, I freaking fell in love with the Pepsi, and I still love it. I just think I'm not ready to wear it. Like there will be time, sometime in the near future, but it's a little bit way too loud for me. You know what I mean? Like
Can we
look
get a
how
full view of it?
yeah. 1 second, let me
It's a
just
beautiful watch.
cushion away.
Pepsi, dude, scored a Pepsi. That's amazing. And I've never been that big of a Pepsi fan, but my sales rep that I bought my Wimbledon from, he was wearing it. He was wearing a Pepsi. And I was like, that is
Damn.
amazing. It's like, that is amazing.
I really like the Pepsi as well.
I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
it is a nice watch.
But look how loud it is. You know what I mean?
It's not that loud, Tim.
It's not that loud.
I mean, you can't wear it daily.
Like
It's
so,
not a
from
damn.
in the Rolex lineup, right? For me, other than the completely unobtainable Daytona blue platinum baguette, right? The
Ooh.
Pepsi, the two different versions of the root beer, right? The two-tone root beers and the no date sub. And everything else falls below those for me. Like the Hulk, it's a nice watch, doesn't do it for me, right? The Batman, the Batgirl, the Bruce Wayne, like doesn't do it for me. They're really nice. And Toyotomo just said it. It's an F off watch on the wrist. He's not wrong. The Pepsi's an F off.
It's F off, and I don't usually feel like an F off guy. You know, if you see pictures of me like dressed, I'm usually really quirky. It's a really huge mismatch. See, when I got it, I didn't think it was gonna be an F off watch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I got on the waiting list the day it came out.
Show it to us on your wrist again.
Hold
You
on,
actually look like you have man hands now.
Wow.
You know, Tim, I know you say you would never sell your watches, but
no, I just can't.
But if you had to,
if I had to,
would that be on the chop? Like, would you sell that, or would you sell the?
Well, if he had to, he'll sell them all.
Yeah, if he has to for the money.
You know,
That's true.
God forbid you end up in that
man, it would be like cutting off an
situation.
arm. Can I start with kidneys first?
Like,
is that an option?
Let's say, for example, if something crazy happened, like his parents fired him or something like that, or you know,
something like that.
Oops.
Or you know, it's like Nico said. You know, some people they have their money in their savings account. Tim, you have your money in your watches. And
it's exactly.
It's a way better investment than sitting in the bank. That's for sure.
All my money is in my watches. I have no I
except he'll never cash out.
I have a little bit in the stocks, which it's like it's saved for in. Well, I don't have a car. I sacrificed everything for my watches, right? I don't have a car. Never had one. Never purchased a car in my life, right?
God, I wish I could never purchase a car.
Yeah, I eat pretty humbly. Taco Bell, $5 meal, easy peasy, right? I don't have an apartment, and also, well, my parents really freaking helped me out with the apartment with the rent, because my rent used to be. I don't think not anymore. It used to be quite cheap considered. So I was just, instead of blowing my money up on everything, I just put everything into the watch and school. So all my money just went straight to here. So
I can't wait till I get out of this temporary living situation so I can get my art up on the walls. Watches and art.
Yeah,
it's just
holy
Gareth Bannister.
Nice.
With the
Pepsi.
With the Pepsi. Wow. Gareth, thank you so much. Holy
Bravo.
And this is the first time I think I see him in like the chats. Man, you're a fucking legend. Thank you so much. I really freaking appreciate it, man. You guys
He's full-time, guys. Get the upvote, subscribe, hit the bell. This is his full-time job now. And guys, he was troll downvoted at the beginning of this stream.
Ooh,
so it would be really useful if you could help improve the ratio.
Yeah, please, let's get to 100 upvotes, please. I would really, really appreciate it. I mean, the attack was pretty vicious today. And
Tim, I got 19 subscribers so far.
Oh!
I'm definitely
Let's
one
drop
of
the
them.
link. Let's drop the link. 1 second. We have 170. Stefano, thank you so much for reminding me.
Stefano and Mr. Casio Oak, have started their streams.
Yes.
Rolex is going to start doing a more regular stream, right?
Yes.
There's a ton of content in the community right now. It's good stuff. It's a good time. Like a lot of variety.
Well, I got my microphone too today.
Good for you.
Excellent.
The one
I
Tim
just
told
dropped
me.
the link. Please, guys, go subscribe to
Ooh.
Stefano, the Watch Wizard. The Watch Wizard. I helped Stefano create.
No, you didn't. You didn't help me. You created it for me.
I just tweaked it, man. It was all in your.
So
you guided me.
I've got to bail here, guys. I'm being summoned. I do look forward, Stefano, to your channel.
Thank you,
If
sir.
people
Thank
didn't
you.
check out Mr. Casio, he's posted one video so far, and that camera setup he has, right?
Yes.
He showcases that.
Yeah, the
whole
SLR,
video,
yeah.
right? So I swear to God, I need to talk to him about this. I'm going to ship him a bunch of watches to do on that camera.
Nice.
Because it is
Great
so
idea.
nice. It is so nice. So definitely, I'm so happy with all the new content that's coming out, and having met all you people in the past few weeks. It's been a relief in my life and given me something outside of my business to run, which has been intense lately. So you guys have a great night. Everybody who's watching,
take care. Be
you
well.
guys also
All
have
the
a
best,
great night.
man. All the best.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you so much, Ali. We'll see you on the next one.
I will see you soon. And JJ, if you're out there, see you tomorrow night.
Oh yeah. Okay. 1 second.
Super
Let me
chat.
let me first one more time.
What are
Humble
we doing?
Pine,
Oh.
thank you so much for your
That's very kind.
incredible and generous donation. $100. You guys are incredible. And Gareth Bannister, thank you for your also $100 donation. You guys keep me working full time. This is how it's going to be possible, because I do want a very similar setup that Mr. Casio has with the camera. So I'm putting all the money back into the business.
I need
Everything
to get a
that's
setup too.
left over after rent. So
I need to do a setup too.
yes, man. You need. We'll start with something a little bit humbler, and then we'll work your way up.
Let's do
And
it.
we're gonna talk about this. Watches, camera, lenses has an interesting question, but first I want to thank also our $10 Canadian awesome stream gents. Man, thank you so much.
He has a Norris, military one, khaki.
He has. This is the gentleman that joined us a couple of days ago. He's a pilot, and he has what's it called?
They have a timer.
No, he has the Speedmaster coaxial. Speedmaster coaxial. And we have Quicker Than Draw. Black Blue GMT is Batman, Pepsi, Jubilee is Porsche. Quick Draw, I hope you're doing well.
Yes.
Just
we hope you're
stay in
doing
touch
much
with
better,
us.
brother.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's
okay.
gotten,
He's okay.
He's gotten the meds he needs, and he's recovering. The doctors just has him on sort of rest, on like a rest regimen. So that's really
This helps. Again, a lot of people watch these live streams. I get a lot of messages. People tell me like the live streams really help them out, to kind of get their attention away from like things that they're going through their life. So we're actually we're helping a lot of people out, guys. So continuing the streams, doing the 24-hour streams, that would be the bee's knees. And Daniel Katz, I see your generous contribution as well. Daniel Katz, not as good contribution, man. Everything counts. Thank you so much for your $4, man. I really appreciate it.
For a
JC,
lot of people, $4 is a
you,
lot of money. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. And guys, even like if you can't contribute, like if you hit the upvote button, it really helps out. Oh, like let me just really quickly show you. I have one more way that you guys can help me out, and it's really simple. If you go to my partners button here, I have this Amazon affiliate system. So you just click buy now. You don't have to buy. If you shop on Amazon, this is only for people who shop on Amazon. If you click that buy now button, it will take you to this Casio. But you can then go ahead and do your shopping as normal. and I will get like a portion of all the sales, of all the purchases. It's like it's between 1% and something. And let's not forget about my sponsors who allow me to be here, guys. The Pride and Pinion. Oh, Stefano, I'm gonna fix that up. Ali, the legend. Cars and Chrono, guys. Check out the Cars and Chrono on Instagram. Check out SE. He's ballin'. 2_B on Instagram. Toyota Mo_Mo_. Check him out. He's a freaking legend. Well, this is our good friend Mr. GMT. We got Gentleman's Hangout. Make sure you subscribe. Elite Luxury. That's if you're into cringe comedy. Check it out. I love Maldives, and so do you. And we got the Mr. Casio. He's the gentleman with the crazy new setup, even crazier than me, with the fish tank in the back. Man, that's some next level stuff. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much. Now let me just cover this. Toyota Mo, $10. Love you, Tim. Keep up the great work, buddy. Quicker than draw. Praying for your speedy recovering, my friend. That's right, guys.
You missed his joke.
You know, a what?
You missed his joke quicker.
Oh, okay. Wait, where is it? Man, you know, I said it to him a couple days ago. Like, when he's on the show, he's very quiet, very much like REG, very polite, and when he's asked question, he answers. And you know, like his presence is not like in your face, like because I have this problem. Like I tend to take over the show because of my personality is really like crazy.
So it's your show.
But he's been missed. You know what I mean? I miss him on the show because sometimes we get a military question, we get some knife question, even Filson. You know, we were talking a little bit about Filson, and he knows everything about it. So he's a huge contributor to the show, and big part of the reason we're still here. So man, Black Blue GMT is Batman, Pepsi, Jubilee is a Porsche.
I feel like I'm like quick draw now with this like black background.
I love it. In the void. Make sure
you need to pour scotch and sip it very slowly over the entire. Yes, good.
Let's do this one. We have a question. VC. I'm sorry for this delayed. Overseas Gen 2 DT. I think we're just, you know, oops. Yeah, do it like this.
Whose WhatsApp is going off right now?
That's and VC. I think it's
catch his joke.
Complicated. What's next? So I guess this is his setup right now. Let's see. I'm not sure. It's complicated. It's a complicated question because it's very condensed. Veteran overseas Gen 2. So this would be this is Gen 3. This is like Gen 2, but it's chronograph. Now, I am a huge fan of the Gen 3. Gen 2 has some problems, but it's still very good bang per buck.
You can get the one that I like, the 6.3, 56, whatever they call it.
Oh yeah, the dress watch. Yeah, right. Kind of the dress on the dress.
And he's missing a dress watch.
It would be easier if he could type me the reference codes, but I think like if we look here, this is like Gen 2, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh man, that pops.
I need to step away 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. What VC next? So I guess he has Gen 2. Yeah. But I'm not sure. What is a DT?
And Gen 3 standard.
Is that like it's not a chrono.
No. Dual time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because that's their GMT. It's dual time. Let's see, VC Gen 3. So
he's got a dual time and he's got a regular.
So dual time, he's got Gen 2.
Yep. I would say the 63, the way I liked it. And Ali gave us two of his. He said the one that he bought or the one like Quick Draw. I personally, if I would have went with the second one, would have been the Bulgari Octo Finissimo.
Okay, so we'll just do it like this. Okay, so this is I think what he has.
Yeah, but
okay,
I like
right?
the one with the Arabic numerals, not the stick dial. I don't know which one he has, but
I'm just assuming something like this. This would make sense, right? And so he has a GMT and kind of so he needs a chronograph, right?
Yeah.
What we see next? You need a chrono
or a dress watch
or dress. Oh, or the one you have, right?
or the 63.
The one you wanted. Or like a dressy Vacheron?
Yeah.
Maybe corn de vache?
No.
No? Doesn't have
Well,
to be
we're
overseas?
we're staying within a certain price range, right?
The
56
Historiques?
on the left. Oh,
56?
Yeah, Historique is nice too. Hell yes.
Historiques, yeah. I think Historiques is the way to go, probably.
Yes, definitely.
That would be because, man, their chronograph, you can get them used. It's bargain still.
Yep.
Right? Like, he can go for this. Marco is back. But this, so I'm sorry for continuing to spruik it. But this stainless steel, this is it. Historique Corn de Vache. Dude, that would be a perfect collection because then he got 2 steel sports stunners. He's got a GMT stunner. He's got a steel sports stunner. And then he's got a dress classy
Or
AF.
1921.
Or 1921.
I'll say this is beautiful.
This is incredible.
It's too expensive for my taste, but I will say that it's beautiful. Absolutely.
Well, anyone who has those two probably has enough. Look at this.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I like the Patek.
Amazing.
Right, I would go for the Patek 51. But this is bargain. This is like 30,000. And Marco, there you go. Get the Corn de Vache. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cardinal says get the Corn de Vache.
You have to listen to the Cardinal, guys.
The old soul.
The old
Damn
soul. And Sidney Marquise Jr. says, polish your Pepsi, pet it, rub it, good night, and buy a tool watch. Diet Pepsi to break yourself. Man, I mean, I'm just trying to. Well, Stefano recommended me to do something, and I kind of need to save money for his recommendation. So maybe later. We'll see how the business goes. Maybe somebody will. You know what? I'm gonna be going to the city. Actually, today I had a plan to go to the city and talk to like used watch dealers. Maybe I can put their ad on my refrigerator, and they'll let me get watches to test and make videos about them and kind of, right?
That's cool.
So that way I can get a little bit more stock into my hands and give you guys a little bit more entertainment. But yeah, so that was the situation. But I spent whole night helping Stefano set up YouTube channel. We had just amazing
4:30 in the morning, guys.
Yeah, Jesus, and we'll probably go till 4:30 in the morning today as well, right? Do you have to go to sleep or
No,
you're good?
don't worry about that.
Okay,
So,
very good. Tim Remington, 610 yen. Love your Pepsi. I'm hoping the AD here will hook me up Sunday, but the AD game here in Japan is pretty exhausting. Man, you have to keep playing the game.
Just like everywhere.
Just like anywhere else.
Play the game. The longer
super chat. Sorry, go ahead.
The longer you wait for your Pepsi, the more satisfaction you will have once you have it. I think that's the more. I waited for my Panda for so long, and I think I appreciate it more because of it. McLovin,
this is the super chat of the night right here.
What watch does Cuomo wear on last day in office?
This is
the same watch he wore the first day.
What was it?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think you should wear Frederic Constant to show that he
did a watch of failure. The watch
Yes.
of failure, right? Is that
It
Yes,
was a
yes.
total disaster. Just like the dental work I got from my Frederic Constant wearing dentist.
Wow.
There you go. You do a poor job, you have to wear a Frederic Constant dress watch. It's just, I'm just saying, that's the facts of life. Sometimes you have to do what you want, what it says that you did. Lolex,
What's up?
can you set up a live stream in 20 minutes for like?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Nice.
Very cool. We have to keep the torch burning. Keep the torch burning. By the way, Mr. Casio last night totally effed up the live stream, I think, right? He didn't go live. He messed it up.
Yeah.
Did he?
Who did? Nico?
Mr. Casio.
The Casio.
Oh, he tried. Taking my time slot. Taking my time slot.
You went first, man.
I
Here we
wanted to
go.
go on, but then Nico decided to start streaming, and I didn't want to go against him, so I was like, screw it. What are you gonna do?
Ooh, Watch Card says Cuomo will be wearing his Breguet Marine because the ship is sinking.
Oh.
And he needs something waterproof.
No,
By the
that's.
way, the
Good
Breguet
one.
Marine.
I think Watch Cardinals nailed it.
And yeah, that's the watch. Actually, you know what? That's what Cuomo is famous for. That Breguet Marine.
Ugh.
It's the one of the not the best choice, but it is interesting take on the dress watch, right? With that rubber strap. What do you think about that? Does a dress watch belong?
Personally, I don't like it, but they're great watches.
Yeah. It's not an awful
solid.
watch.
No, it's not awful, but with
Yeah.
that
Look at this.
swirl
It's weird.
in the middle, it's weird. And then the lugs, the way and then that raised perforated rubber.
Yes.
And the white dots in the Breguet hands. I don't know. I can't love it. I'm sorry, guys.
It is a
big date. And I love the dates, but not on this watch.
A big date is useful for when
For an old guy like me that can't read it.
as you start, I can appreciate even the Cyclops on my sub. It really helps out. It makes the date quite big.
But the big date is, it's a little more panache in those upper echelon watches, right? But this is not a Breguet the way I envision and the way I know Breguet.
Yeah,
it's a weird
rubber.
thing. Yeah, it's
very weird. They went off the beaten track.
I mean, which is okay. I don't mind a little bit of innovation here.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite work. I like the rubber strap though. I like the texture on it. It's kind of
I do too. But look at those lugs, man.
Yeah, the lugs are
look
ugly.
at the way the screws
lugs
on the lug ends come out. They pop off. They flare out. I mean, they just not sport watch makers. I'm sorry. Shit, if I saw that middle, if I'm on the water on a boat and I see the middle of the watch, I'd think a typhoon's coming, the perfect storm.
Oh, wow. Okay, I need to do 2 shout-outs right now.
Hey, Tim, do you
First,
mind if we do it tomorrow night?
The what?
Whatever we're going to do.
Oh, yeah, we can do tomorrow.
Or you have my codes. You can do it yourself, too. You did it all.
No. It's once.
But I'd
It's
like
only
to keep
one.
your company.
They reset. No, the codes reset.
Oh, they do?
They do, yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
First of all, guys, make sure to subscribe to the Watch Wizard Stefano. Okay?
I have 19 subscribers.
No, it's 43 already. You just need to refresh the page. You have 40. You have 42.
He knows all these things. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, make sure that you do that. Oh, Perth is doing a Rebel stream. How about you guys do like a
Perth
hour
is doing a
an hour
Rebel
each?
stream?
Yeah, Perth is starting a stream in 6 minutes. Wait.
Is he saying that in the chat?
Yeah, no.
Ugh.
Look, no, it's okay. It's all good. I mean, look, it's all good. Unless he wants to come onto the show right now. Maybe Perth. Maybe maybe a better way would be to come onto the show, and then you can do a little show with Lolex. Lolex doesn't want to do more than an hour. He's not doing shit for free.
Sorry, dude. I don't let traders on.
Hey.
I don't know what this. I don't know what this Rebel Stream shit is, but I called this time slot.
Archie AC3. Now we got AC4.
Hey, Perth, guys. I'm just gonna
He's
say,
getting toxic with the people.
Perth can do Rebel Stream as much as he wants because he super chats like a crazy person. I mean, he's super. he's allowed to do super chats. Okay, I'm gonna allow him to.
Is what that he's invading your time slot?
My time slot.
No, I don't. I don't know what. Is that what you guys mean by Rebel?
Yeah, the Rebel. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Live with Lolex, Wizard, the Watch Wizard, Stefano here, and Design Atelier. Design Atelier is going to drop another video soon, so make sure you subscribe. By the way, we do need to get like 100 subscribers for the Watch Wizard, because Stefano, we want to. There's things that we need to do, so we need 100 subscribers for Stefano, and it's like the least thing we can do. He's a bastion. He's the oracle of wristwatch wisdom. He can get like any watch you guys want in United States and California. And he's also a master of the strings. He can pull strings for Nico and everyone. Guys, please just go over there, give him a subscription to the Watch Wizard. Yes.
Sorry, keep going. Sorry, I'll let you.
No, that's it. That was the end.
So let's clear up who's streaming tonight and who's going on whose stream and all this stuff. Let's try to be a family about this.
Perth literally called it the Late Show with Perth.
That's nice.
He's literally trying to steal it. If he wants to do it, no, I'm doing it. Screw him. Actually, no, I'm doing my stream. You guys come on.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Excuse me. We have a president of the United States joining us to settle our differences here. Sir,
what are you doing?
Mr. President?
Hail to the chief.
Hail to the chief.
I can do one better than that.
Joining from the White House, the president.
He's even wearing the shirt. Yeah, there it is.
Oh my God, this guy's a legend. Hey, Mr. President, how's it going over there in the White House?
Well,
in the Oval Office?
I really don't know what the Watch Press is doing at the moment. I mean, they're vicious punters.
Oh my God. Wow. Too bad we don't use punters in America, but it's good. It's good.
Oh my God.
I like that. He's got the
he's invested. He's invested. And I'm telling you guys, subscribe to Perth Luxury. The guy, I see bright future.
He has passion. You can
I'll shift my show, Lolex. All good, dude.
All right. But I trademarked the Late Show with Lolex.
Son of a bitch. It's the late show.
Okay, add an extra late on it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, DC.
I'm only going to do it for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, thanks, Stefano.
And then you can jump
we're not going to do long because we need 2 hours. We need hours.
Don't worry. Just does the late show for 3 minutes, and then says good night, Irene.
Come on to my show, and then you could drive traffic to yours. Let's do it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's just keep it like that. There you go. All right. It's in the private chat, everyone. I'm starting soon.
Perfect.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay,
starting
that's
in like 6 minutes.
Funny. That is so funny. I gotta be honest. Anyone
that wants a hand with getting a digital setup, that's part of just this crew, just everyone's got my email, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't want to tread on anyone's feet, Tim, but I mean, I'll just limit it to the crew.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I need a good setup. I need a good setup for That'd be cool.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. By the way,
he's the president. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
He's the president. I mean, he's giving us orders. That's orders from the White House. My question is, when are you getting the wig? The wig.
I know.
The orange wig. That's the only thing that's missing.
Perth looks like the head of security.
Executive order signed by
President Perth.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Just need the book and the wig.
I love this.
Wow.
This is too funny. I mean, my God.
So someone actually generated through an API on the web where you can actually generate your own orders.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
Nice piece. I went to
weekly watch
Langai.
briefings.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's a great gag. You should kind of run with that. Everything you do should be like, okay, there's gonna be you're gonna be signing orders. Gonna be sending ambassadors. Like we're like your subscribers are actually like. Oh my god! So it's it's so funny.
Just sighing at the latest clown in the chat.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. That's the most important thing, man, that we keep streaming, keep the fire alive. You know what I mean? Man, today was a great conversation. I mean, what we covered a lot of interesting topics, answered a ton of questions. I think it was let's see here. Kazmir Pontovic says, I love my Datejust 36 blue fluted Jubilee.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful color.
Freaking beautiful. You know what I mean?
It's
really it's actually what's cool about it. So I have the black one that I'm still holding on to. I still didn't give it back. I'm supposed to hand it over in September. But I actually, on the 36, I like the fluted more. And let me show you why. Just really quickly before we wrap.
I'm starting in like 3 minutes.
Okay,
I'm gonna head over there, guys.
Yeah. Head over there.
One more time.
Yep, drop the link. I'm gonna show this Datejust. Show why I like the fluted better. Here we go. Steel.
I'm going to Lolex, I'm going to join your stream. I need to drop to do something first, and I'll see you on there.
No problem, buddy.
I'm going to drop now, Tim. Folks,
Yep. Thank you.
Wonderful to talk with all of you.
See you there.
All the best. See you there.
There we go.
All right.
The really cool thing about the 36, the fluted, is that on the steel, it's actually there's a dome, and I'm not a huge fan of the domed bezel. I like the flat one. That's why actually I like the Explorer.
Be right back, boys.
What happened?
I'll be right back.
Oh, we'll see you on the Rolex.
Oh, I thought we were staying here.
No. We're going over to the Rolex.
No, I mean I thought we were doing something. We're gonna do that tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Well, I need to help out Rolex a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the Rolex.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, let's go now.
There we go.
But he's still here.
No, he's leaving. We can't even hear his audio anymore. We got one less super chat from Kurt A. Instagram superlative _ATX $5. That's for continuing to support the community, Tim. Hey man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We're gonna head over to the Rolex's live stream, the after show. Guys, make sure you check out Design Atelier. So subscribe. Check out the Williams Watches podcast. Also subscribe to the Watch Wizard. Check out Perth Luxury. Look at this. The man is invested. He spent thousands of dollars on equipment. See how it goes. And also Mr. GMT. Holy shit. Is that Perth? Damn. Can't recognize with that haircut. Yeah. That's big money haircut. Guys,